Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjanashalaakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupah Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Tapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Krupa Sindubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I welcome all of you for today's this session, seminar, Sri Nṛsiṁha Līlā. So, as per our schedule, today is the last session. So, that's why we'll be whatever is possible. So, those things we'll be finishing today only. Tomorrow you are all busy actually in your temple services. So that's why, and also you will be engaged physically. So physical service also very important. And also you will be giving classes, you will be speaking, and all the best for all of you. So till now you all heard, and tomorrow you are going to speak to all. The purpose of doing this course is just it's like a reference course. If anyone wants to know about the Acharya's commentary, especially Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur commentary, so about the Sri Nṛsiṁha Līlā, and just by hearing, so they don't want to study this, they want to hear actually. So someone could explain, and so they can remember and they can so discuss same thing. So it will be useful. That's why for all of your benefit. So this course is done because you are all going to discuss and teach to your local congregation devotees. Okay, this is the intention actually, and of course, so this is our devotion also. As per our discussion in the yesterday's discussion, Lord is controlled by his devotees. So that's why Prahlad Maharaj is saying that, my Lord, so you appeared here to save me. Actually, it is not because of me, but it's not that I am the great devotee, that's why you came. But because, so my spiritual master, and he recommended, and he gave a vow to my mother, so that this kid will be protected, to save, to protect, to make truth the statement of this Sri Narada Muni. So he is a great devotee for you, of you. So that's why you appeared here. And anything I am able to do, that is because of my Guru's mercy. And you will be like Kalpataru, and you are giving the benediction Like how anyone is having the sankalpa to, with sankalpa, if you go in front of the desire tree and if you ask anything, so immediately the tree gives. The same way you are like kalpataru, anyone approaches you, so you give the benedictions to them. So that means anyone came and do service to you, then you will be giving the krupa to them. As much as they do service, so that much krupa you give. So your krupa, krupodaya taratamyam. That means the appearance of the krupa is varying based upon what? The variation of the service we do. How much we are sincerely trying to serve the Lord. So that is the most important thing. And based upon that, so Lord will be bestowing the mercy. And but is that service how one can be engaged? So anyone can do the service by their own? No. So Krishna also sees. So Krishna gives, so accepts the service because by the, as per the instructions of his devotee. His devotees, because Krishna is always controlled by his devotees. So that's why whatever that service given by that devotee, so based upon that only you should do actually. You cannot select your own service. So Krishna is always so seeing that, so how much is following my devotee. And that is the most important thing. You cannot be independent actually in selecting of your service. So this is the thing actually Narada Muni, so as Prahlad Maharaj is saying, my spiritual master, so he accepted me as his own person, and I am in the deep well, so which is full of snakes. So the samsara is like a deep well. And but my spiritual master, so forcefully, so he dragged me out with his hand by catching my hand. And after that, he gave me a mantra. That means how to do the service to the Lord. For that, he gave the mantra and he engaged me in the service. And since you are always controlled by your devotee, since your devotee want to give benediction, then so you allowed me to serve you in your service. So that's why you are pleased by that service. Otherwise, who am I actually? So like this, Prahlad Maharaj is humble, so position is expressing. So after doing these prayers, so Prahlad Maharaj is saying that, my Lord, you are the creator, you have created so this entire universe by your part and parcel. That means your so little portion, ekamshena, that means with your one portion, there are the many innumerable portions are there, the Lord. So in that one little portion, that is nothing but the so Karnano Sai Vishnu. So through him, so you are doing the creation. So this Karnano Sai Vishnu is sleeping on the so Ananta Shesha. And is that Ananta Shesha is lying in the Karana ocean, that means Karana Jal. This water is not indestructible actually, unperishable water that is. And that kind of water that is. Even it is in the material world, but this water is transcendental water. This water is not like the water which is coming from the three modes. Like from the tamasic ahankara, pancha tanmatras are coming, and from the pancha tanmatras, so pancha mahabhutas are coming. So it's that there is a water is there. That water is different actually. And the water is in the Karana ocean is different water. It's a transcendental water. And Lord is lying on that transcendental water through the Ananta Shesha. So like that, from the 40, I can say, so 32nd second slok. I am truly remembering. Till what we did? 32. 32 we did yesterday. Yes.
And the 31, Prabhuji.
What?
31.
Mataji?
31.
31 we did. Yeah. Okay, from 32 onwards, we'll be moving forward. Every sloka is very important here. And because everything is in the connection, you cannot skip out any sloka actually. If we are speaking, skipping out means we are bringing the mental speculation. then we'll be adding the mental speculation to the prayers of the Prahlad Maharaj. So that's why I don't want to add my mental speculation. Let me continue. Nasyedamatmani jagada vilayambu madhye sheshet mana nija sukhanubhavo niriha yoge namilita tadrugatma nipita nidras kurye stito natu tamo nagunam sayunshi. So like this, from the 32 onwards, total 5 slokas, Prahlad Maharaj is describing how the Supreme Lord is doing the creation. Okay? So, anyway, 32, I said, so it is quite a lot of complex commentaries there. So, I'm skipping that. I said 32 discussion. Okay? So, you please accept this. Then 33. Tasyaiva te vapuridam nijakala shaktya sanchodita prakriti dharmana atma gudham abhyasyananta shayanat viramat samadhe nabhera bhut swakanika van mahabjam. So Karananusai Vishnu is putting a glance. That means all the Prakriti and also Jivas are all there in the body of the Karananusai Vishnu. So he is always lying in the transcendental sleep actually. So that sleep is entirely different from the, even he is, you don't think that that sleep is like our sleep. Our sleep is out of ignorance. And the Lord's sleep is not out of ignorance. If it is not like our sleep, then why we are calling it as a sleep? What is the reason? So he is also closing the eyes. And why we have to call if it is not out of ignorance? We all know now. So Jagrita Avastha is due out of, we have 4 avasthas. Everyone should know. One is Jagriti, Swapna, next Sushupti and Turiya. So Jagrita Avastha is out of goodness. And Swapna Avastha is out of passion. And Sushupti is out of ignorance. And Turiya is out of transcendentalness. Vishuddha Sattvam. It's a transcendental, is out of modes. So that's why this is the Sushupti. That means deep sleep state. Is also known as deep sleep state. So our sleep is out of the ignorance. And Lord's sleep is not out of ignorance. Of course, why we are calling then it is a sleep? Because like when we sleep, all the external activities are absent actually, suspended actually. No external activities. So out of, that means body, we are not going to do anything actually. Our hands, our legs, our senses, everything is in the inactive state. So same way in the last case also, Karananusai Vishnu is stopping everything. That means he's not doing anything and just sleeping there on the Anantasheshu. So when he wanted to do a creation, when slowly he opened the eyes. Once he opened the eyes, so then after immediately, so when he glances, that means there is a Prakriti is already ready. That means he is opening eyes means Prakriti also coming out and she is standing in front of him. And when he saw, so Prakriti immediately she understands. Oh, my husband is now, he is desiring to sleep in another place. So then what she will do? Acha. That means he is by lying on the Anantashesha for a long time and he is feeling boring actually. Why I have to sleep on the same place? Let me sleep in a new place. So then what she will do? She will immediately bring the transformation in her. Like wife, by seeing the husband's glances, immediately she will understand what my husband wants. So now just he is bathing and putting a new dress and then he is just putting his uttariya and he just immediately she will understand that, oh, he wants to go out. Immediately she ran out and she will clean the shoe and make the chappal and make ready. A good wife does like this. I don't know what about your all. So a good wife does like this. So immediately like the So this Vairanga Shakti Maya, that means she's also devotee Adhisthana Vaishnavi Devi actually. And she will immediately understanding that my Lord wants to sleep in a different place, so let me do the arrangement for that. So she will bring the changes in her and produces the 23 elements, and those are all becoming the Brahmandas. All these different Brahmanas now. Wow, new place. Then Lord is entering. Karnano Sai Vishnu is entering into the each and every Brahmanda in the form of Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. Then what will happen? That is said in the next sloka actually. This whole the sequence is explained actually by these 5 slokas by our Prahlad Maharaj. Tasyevate vapuritam nijakala shaktya sanchodita prakriti dharmana atma gudam abhyasyananta shayanat viramat samadhe nabherabhut swakanika vatavan mahabjam. So he entered once again into the every Brahmanda in the form of Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. So it's a very, that means dark Brahmanda. And he was getting this sweating actually. And he got this sweating, and it by looking like that for you. So it's like a, how it is happening is the Lord is also like our out of modes. No, he's not out of modes. Everything is a sweet will, and he wants to enjoy this material world. Enjoy this material world means enjoy the Līlā. Actually, Srishti Līlās also he enjoys. That means when he's playing with this Maya, at that time also he enjoys. Everything always is having the only one duty actually. No, one nature, not duty. That is the enjoyment. Lord doesn't have any duties. He is not bounded to any duties. We have to understand Satchidananda Vigraha means he is always in the enjoyment. So, but we are all in the duty minded because we are conditioned. That's why to remove this conditioning, we need duties. But when you go to the transcendental world, so then everything is out of the bliss only is done. So then what happens? Then he is entered into the each and every Brahmanda, and here laying there. So there, and he filled half of the each and Brahmanda with his sweat, and he made the now once again Garbhodaka Jal. That is also transcendental Jan, which is coming, transcendental water, which is coming from his body actually. And he also once again started sleeping there. He slept like that 1,000 years because he likes to sleep actually. So, like all of you and all of us, we like to sleep now. So we have all the kind of symptoms actually. Okay. So he slept like that. Then after that, okay, he came out from that samadhi. That means sleeping means sushupti. That means no external activity. Simply everything is suspended and simply sleeping 1,000 years. Then from his nabi, actually, what came? The big, that means so big, thousands and thousands of miles. That means height and width, and such a big lotus flower came actually. It's looking like from a small seed, the banyan tree's seed is approximately, that means is insignificant, invisible like that. So very small, is lesser than the mustard seed. So from that seed, how much big tree will come? Such a big tree will come. The same way, from his small nabi, such a big lotus flower came. Then after that, what happened actually? Prahlad Maharaj is saying actually, Tatsambhava kaviratonyada pashyamanas Tvam bijamatmani tatam swabahir vichintya navindadabdashatamapsu nimajjamano jaten kure kadamuho palabeta bijam. So tat sambhavah kavihi atah anyad aprushyamanaha tvam bijamatmani tatam swabahir vichintya. So from that lotus, the big lotus flower, how much big? You cannot estimate actually. It's like millions of miles. That means it is covering the entire Brahmanda actually. And such a big lotus flower came. In that lotus flower, so then in the Kamala, so one person came. That is Kavihi. Who is that Kavi? That is Brahmaji. So Kavihi came. Tatsambhava Kavihi. Then after his appearance, then he started thinking, oh, what is this? Where I am actually? He's the first living being, and everything is dark now actually. The whole entire Brahmanda is dark, but because there is no Surya and Chandra till now, they are not created actually till now. that he has to create now. So Surya, Chandra, and everything will be going to come. So then he started traveling. Oh, that means like everyone inquisitive actually. If you take to a new place, some big building, and if you kept alone, then you started researching. What is there here? So who is this? And like that, you'll be searching like that. Same way, he started finding the route from where I came, who am I, what is this? And then from that Nabi Kamala, that means from that Kamala, so from there he started walking down and gradually coming down, and he started seeing where is the origin. And he came down, but he is not finding. It's going on, millions of miles, and still everywhere, everything is dark and not able to see anything actually. Bijam Atmani Tatam Swabahir Vichintya. So for the root of that lotus, so he started something somewhere it is there. So then Navindadabdashatamapsu Nimadzamano Jaten Kure Katamuhopalabeta Bijam. So not able to find what is there here and what is that. Nothing, he didn't get anything. Then Sattvam, the next what? Sattvamat Sattvatmayo nirati vismita astitobjam kalena tivrata pasa parishuddha bhava tvamatmanisha bhuvigandham mivati sukshmyam bhutendriya shayamaye vitatam dadarsha. Then he got 2 words, tapa, do the tapasya, tapa. So this thing you will be seeing in the 2nd canto, 9th chapter actually. The same episode is explained in another place also, in the same Bhagavatam. So then he heard the word tapasya, and then he went back there to the lotus stem, that means lotus, and so he sat there and did the tapasya for the 100 Devata years. Then what happened? Then he started seeing what he saw. He saw Evam Sahasravadanangri Shirah Karoru Nasasya Karna Nayana Bharanayudhatyam Maya Mayam Sadupalakshita Sannivesham Drishtva Mahapurushamapamudam Virincha. So when he did tapasya, then so it is revealed actually, he is able to see now. So big personality actually. Sahasravadanangri Sirah Karor. Thousands of the heads. Vadana means heads, faces. Angri, that means thousands of the feet. Siraha, thousands of the heads. So the thousands of the hands. And such a big form he saw actually there. So Karna, Nayan, and also it is decorated with so many jewelries actually. Maya Mayam Sadupalakshita Sannivesham. So this form is transcendental form actually. This form is nothing but what? This is the form of the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. And you have to remember one thing, Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu is exactly the replica of the Karnano Sai Vishnu. Karnano Sai Vishnu is also having the thousands of the heads and thousands of the hands and thousands of the eyes, thousands of the ears and thousands of the legs and so on. So the same way actually Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu also appears, looks. And in the same way, so Virat Purusha, who is the Samishti Purusha, also known as Samishti Purusha, and he is also looks like the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. Now the Brahmaji is seeing the transcendental form. You can take that also. You can take Virat Purusha also. But here, so you can take actually you can see 2nd canto, 8th chapter. So Brahmaji is praying to the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. So that's why in the 2nd canto, not 2nd canto, 3rd canto, 9th chapter actually. 3rd canto, 8th chapter, he will be seeing the the appearance of the Garbhodakasaya Vishnu, and then after that, in the 9th chapter, so he is glorifying actually Brahmaji to the Garbhodakasaya Vishnu. So that's why Brahmaji is seeing the Garbhodakasaya Vishnu. So it is, which is the transcendental form. This is the Virat Purusha, is the transcendental Virat Purusha. Maha Purusha Mapa Mudam Virinchaha. By seeing that form, he became so blissful actually. Now Brahmaji actually. Okay. Tasmai Bhavan Hayasirastanuvum cha Bipra Vedadruhavati Bhalau Madhukaita Bhakyo Hatva Nayat Sruti Ganas Rajasastamascha Satvam Tava Priti Priyatamam Tanumamananti. From here onwards, we'll be discussing. Srishti Tattva is over now, because it is not having so much discussion. So from here onwards, once again, our great devotee, so Prahlad Maharaj, is beautifully describing the prayers. Of course, everything is beautiful. So now we have our Acharya's commentary and discussion here onwards. So Brahmaji appeared. After Brahmaji appearing, so Prahlad Maharaj is saying to the Lord, Nṛsiṁha Bhagavan, my Lord, you are so wonderful. You kill Madhu and Kaitaba. These are the two great demons. So what they did, you know? They took away the Vedas. Brahmaji has to do the whole creation based upon the Vedas only. That is his law book actually. He should not cross anything. So out of that means Vedas and do anything. That means he should not cross. For him, what is the law book? So constitution for him is the Vedas. If he wants to create a human being, it should be having the 2 hands and 2 legs. Who is deciding this? Who is telling to him? So man means 2 legs only, not the 4 legs. And only 2 hands only, not the four hands, like Vishnu. And only 5 fingers. And water means it is the material which is useful to quench the thirst. Not that if you drink the petrol, then thirst is quenched, and water means is rarely available. Or otherwise, yes, water is water only, but in the place of water he kept the petrol, and in the place of petrol he kept the water. Then what will happen? All the 7 oceans he made with the petrol, and the water he kept in the Middle East. Then what will happen actually? Then one small fire, then everything will be out. So that's why everything he has to design based upon the Vedas. Everything Veda is saying, and according to that creation happened. We all studied in the Shastra Pramana course. So that's why Vedas are the ultimate Pramana. All the design of this material universe happened based upon Vedas only. If you want to know about this material design, this material world, and how to live in this material world, you have to follow the Vedas. Not the Pratyaksha and Anumana Pramanas, not your mental speculation, not your so-called senses, whatever the knowledge produced, that you cannot use to conduct your life. You conduct your duties and your life based upon the Vedas. Veda pranihito dharmaha. That means dharma means what is your duty? Your duty will be decided by not by your mind and not by your so-called leaders of the society. Everything should be decided by the dharma. That is Veda. Everything should be decided by Veda. So that's why, anyway, this is the Veda story. Now we should not go to there. So these Vedas are stolen by the Madhu and Kaitaba. These great demons. So what will happen? If Brahma is not having his law book, then how he will do the creation actually? Everything will be messed up. So then who is going to save him? Then Lord, Supreme Lord came in the form of Hayagriva actually. He came in the form of Hayagriva and he killed that Madhu and Kaitaba. So that is said here. Tasmai Bhavan Hayashiraha. Hayashiraha means, Haya means horse. Siraha means head. So Lord, now he is having the head of lion, and previously he was having the head of horse. Hayasiraha tanuvam. Tasmai bhavan haya sirastanuvam cha bibrat. Vedadruha vati balau. Vedadruhau. That means they have stolen the Vedas. Ati balau. So powerful. Madhu Kaita Bhakyau. Their names are the Madhu and Kaita. These are the demons. Sattva. You killed them. Anayat. Sruti Ganan. You brought back these 4 Vedas. So you brought back the Vedas. So Rajas tamascha sattvam tava priyatam tanuma mananti. Here Prahlad Maharaj is saying very important point. You have to note it. That means you should put attention here. He is saying that people, they say that you are the dear to the people who are in the mode of goodness. Or otherwise, people who are in the mode of goodness, they are dear to you. Recently, we established Lord is not having any partiality actually. Now we are seeing that he is dear to the, or otherwise for him, the people who are in the mode of goodness are dear. What is this? Why Prahlad Maharaj is saying like this? So he is saying that the people who are in the mode of goodness, they are dear to the Lord. Or the people who are in the mode of goodness, they are dear to the Lord. How it is? For him, for the Lord, no one is dear. That means either demigods or the demons. This is the thing we discussed. Why Shamyam is not there? He is a Kalpataru. So if you approach with the devotion, then only he will be giving. Otherwise, you are in the mode of goodness or passion or ignorance. He doesn't have any partiality or anything. But why it is said that people who are in the goodness are dear to him here by the Prahlad Maharaj? Then you should take here it is a Utpreksha. What? It is Utpreksha. What is the meaning of Utpreksha? It is the Alankara actually. Utpreksha Alankara. It is a kind of so imagination actually. So it's not originally he is the deer actually. So that means, so for him, people who are in the mode of goodness are not deer actually, but it is just Utpreksha actually. Okay. So why then this kind of Utpreksha is used? You may ask then. Like Utpreksha example can be used. Like Lord can be compared with the clouds. Lord can be compared with when he is playing with the gopis, and the Lord can be compared with the clouds, and gopis are like the stars. So this is the Utpreksha. That means like clouds are black, and similarly, so that's why Lord is compared with the clouds, and the gopis are so beautiful and so shining, and that's why they are compared with the stars. So this is a Utpreksha actually. So that means some kind of connection is needed. So then only you can use that is as a Utpreksha. In the case of the Lord, since he is a black, so that's why he is compared with the clouds actually. So now here, people who are in the mode of goodness are dear to the Lord. Why it is said? On what basis it is said? If it is Utpreksha, also there should be some connection. Then for this, the answer is given by our Acharya said. Of course, for Lord, no one is dear. That means people who are in the mode of goodness or passion or ignorance, for him, everyone is okay. That means he's neutral to everyone. That means he is neutral to everyone. But still, so you have to understand one point. People who are in the mode of goodness, they are not against the, so that means mode of goodness is not against the Visuddha Sattvam. Lord is the Visuddha Sattvam. And goodness is not against the Visuddha Sattvam. But if you see the Rajas and Tamas, it is against the Visuddha Sattvam. So since that difference is there, that's why, so here, so people who are in the mode of goodness are dear to the Lord, like that it is said. Otherwise, whatever that means, Sishta Rakshanam and Dushta Sikshanam is happening out of the modes only. That means in this material world, whatever the sister. That means sister Rakshanam and Dusta Sikshanam. That means, so Dharma is winning and Adharma is going down. So is the due course of the time, modes are playing and is happening. It's keep on happening like the tides in the ocean. They sometimes go up and sometimes they go down. It's keep on happening actually. So, but we want to become the transcendental to these modes. By being in the mode of goodness, you cannot come out from this material world. Even if you want to get the liberation, that means you have to transcend the mode of goodness also by using the bhakti. Even that means jnanis, they transcend this material modes. So by using the knowledge, but that knowledge also finally is not going to not able to transcend them from the modes to the transcendental state, that is a Brahman state. The Brahman mercy, that means merging into the Brahman will happen by the one and only one thing, that is bhakti. Okay, so that's why becoming good or bad is not a important thing actually, but becoming the devotee is the highest, is important. That should be the focus. But when you are a devotee, then automatically all the transcendental quality, good qualities will come. Those are all coming out of the bhakti. Those are all transcendental actually. So those will come automatically. Okay, so now let us continue our discussion. So this is the point, you have to note it here. Next, 38. Ittam nrutirya rishideva jashavatalaih lokan vibhavayasi hamsi jagat pratipan dharmam mahapurusha pasi yuganuvrittam channa kalau yadabhavat triyogo tasatvam. My Lord, so that means you are appearing. That means you are a devotee. So Brahmaji, if you want to protect him, and that's why you appeared in the form of Hayagriva, and you protected. So like this, yatha, like whenever there is a devotee, and to protect that devotee, Lord will also take the some avatara. This is the thing will happen. That is the thing he does. All the time to protect his devotees, he will be taking the various avatars. Like in the case of Brahma, so to protect him from the Madhu and Kaitaba, so he appeared in the form of Hayagriva. Same in the same way. So now to protect his devotee Prahlad Maharaj, so he appeared in the Nṛsiṁha Dev. Maybe I don't know. To protect you also, maybe Lord will be coming in one avatar. We don't know. So who are you? So maybe that story is there in the book, then we can come to know. Otherwise, we don't believe actually. Huh? Even if we say we don't believe, we thought it is not there in the Vedas. So it should be in the Vedas. So that's why now Prahlad Maharaj is saying that you are so wonderful. You create this universe, you maintain it, and you destroy this. And every yuga, every time, to protect your devotees, you take these so many different avatars. So like to protect your devotees, like already came to protect our devotees in the Kali Yuga in the form of Krishna Varnam Tvisha Krishnam Sangopangastra Parshadam Yagnaihi Sankirtana Prayai Yajanti Sumedhasaha. So Prahlad Maharaj is saying same thing actually. You appear in these three, that means out of 4 yugas, in the 3 yugas, you appear that means very clearly to everyone as Supreme Personality of Godhead. But in one yuga, that's Kali Yuga, you hide yourself and you appear. That means Lord means always how he is appearing. He is appearing with the big, that means jewelry and lot of servants and lot of, that means king and kingdom and so many servants and so much actually opulences. That means horses, this and that. And he's also with weapons and he's killing people and so many things he's doing. And it appears like extraordinary actually than the any others. But in this Kali Yuga, you are not going to appear like that. Channaha, that means you are covering yourself. Of course, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You are coming in the form of, that means even in the covered form. That is nothing but what? He's coming in the form of a devotee actually. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says the Supreme Personality of Godhead and he is in the form of a devotee. So he is in the mood of a devotee and he came like that. So that's why he's saying that. Prahlad Maharaj is saying that that will be clarified in the 11th canto actually. 11th canto you have to wait for the another. So 4 cantos, then you'll be coming to know the same. Sukadeva Goswami is going to explain this thing. So this Channaha, that means in the Kali Yuga, Lord is covering himself. So Prahlad Maharaj, whatever he is saying now, that is being established is clarified in the 11th canto by the Navayogindras. So that's why he is saying Triyugaha. Lord is also known as Triyugaha, means in the 3 yugas, that means in the Satya and in the Treta and Dwapara yugas, he is very clearly visible. Externally visible, but as a Supreme Personality of Godhead. But in the Kali Yuga, he is not appearing in the form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but he is covering and appearing. Okay? Satvadi Yugatraya eva Swasya Prakyapanat Natu Kalaviti, not in the Kali Yuga. This is being clarified. In the Krishna Varnam Tisha Krishnam Sangupangastra Parshatam Yajnai Sankirtana Prayi Yajanti Sumedasa. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, but he is appearing what? Gaura Varnam, Akrishna Varnam. That means Gaura Varnam. Sangupangastra Parshatam. So that means his weapons are nothing but his servants. Or otherwise his bodily beauty is nothing but his weapons. Yajnaihi Sankirtana Prayahi. That means whoever is intelligent people, they will identify this person is Supreme Personality of Godhead. And they will worship him with the Sankirtan Yajna. But who are not intelligent, who are not Sumedasaha, they will neglect him and they think that he is simply a devotee, ordinary person. If you are intelligent, then you will be worshipped. You are all intelligent, that's it. You are all great. You are extraordinary in this whole universe. Very rare Jivatmas. So we are sitting in this class. Yes? No? Yes. So this is the thing. So next, from here onwards, we are going to see some different Triyuga. Okay, 39 sloka. Naitannam Naitannamanastav katasu vikuntanatha Sampriyate durati dushtamasadu tivram Kamaturam harsha shoka bhayaishanartam Tasmin katam tavagatim vimrushami dinaha. Now, that means Lord is every time he is coming to protect his devotees in the different forms and he is doing so many Līlās so that you have full of chances to meditate on him. These Līlās are there and you can use those Līlās to engage your mind on him. But for the people who are worshipping the Brahma, that means Brahman, do they have any opportunity of engaging the mind? Nothing. Because Brahman cannot be described by the words. Brahman doesn't have any qualities. Brahman doesn't have any form. But so see how much difficult for them to meditate on the Brahman. So that means there is nothing, there is no work for the senses in realizing the Brahman. But in the case of the devotion, that means devotion, So you can see the Lord's form. Lord is having the form. Lord is having the qualities. Lord performed so many pastimes, and you can engage your this material mind. It is material mind always needs this qualities, form, beauty, and so on. So all those are all there in the Lord, and you nicely engage that on those beautiful qualities and beautiful pastimes, and automatically, very easily, so you happily, so you can cross over this material ocean. But if you are the worshipper of the Brahman, how difficult. Kleshodika tarastesham avyakta chetasam. Lord is saying in the 12th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, oh my dear Arjuna, this is so tough, So worshipping the Brahman, it's a very tough, it's almost all impossible. Even if you do that, so if you try to worship the Brahman, you try to, that means meditate on the Brahman by using the Gnana, so that is not going to give the result. So without any bhakti. So that is that stamina. So but now Lord is coming for us and performing so many Līlās. That means you have a lot of opportunity to engage your mind in those things. Now Prahlad Maharaj is saying, what is the fact of this material world? Tadevam muhurapi avatirya tvam swiya rupa guna leelamritam varshasi tasma tadapi asmakam papishtam manaha tatra na prinati. Prahlad Maharaj is saying, Lord, you are so kind and merciful, your beautiful pastimes and your qualities and your form and so many, that means you are just that sweetness, you are just reigning in this material world. But we are so sinful, our mind is so sinful, and it is not getting any taste in that. Durvishaya Vishagarte, but it is having so much taste to see the woman's form, to see the material so-called, that means beauty, and to describe those, to engaging the mind in those things. So what is the unfortunate thing of us? How much we are unfortunate? Kim kurmaha, what we can do? Our mind is like this. And you are doing so that means whatever should be done from your side, you are doing everything. You are creating all the opportunities for us. But we are so sinful. Durvishaya Vishagarta. That means it's like a stinking place. This material world and material beauty, like human beauty is what kind of beauty? It's a full of flesh and inside, and what stool? So what is there inside actually? If you see the operated body, then you can understand. And if the same body get accident and met with the accident, and then beautiful face might be, so then what will be there actually? So when there is a stinking smell is coming and the insects are eating and fuss is coming, and the same beautiful face, then will you like that? This is just on the skin level beauty. This is how much beauty we have? Tell me. So nothing actually. But our mind is so much habituated from the life after life, life after life, life after life, millions of lives. So we practice to enjoy this. Our Maya Devi is so much gave the training actually. Beta aajao. So be in my lap and you should enjoy like this. And she taught you so much. She made you to forget who are you. So you are the part and parcel, and you are the soul, spirit. And she made you to forget that. Then after that, she gave some new ideas to you. Hey, you are the body, and these are your people, and this is your world, and this is the enjoyment. And let's do enjoyment with your people. Like that, she taught you actually very nicely, and you learned and very much habituated. Just after class, immediately your mind will go back and do the same thing. Do the same thing actually. This is the nature of the mind. This is the nature of the mind. Prahlad Maharaj is saying, Naitanna mana. This mind. Where is my book? The book is there. Okay, I got. Because I am not remembering everything. Naitanna manastava kathasu vikanthanada. This mind is not getting any taste in your past tense, my Lord. This is our situation. So then what, Prahlad? Tell what next? Tava rupa guna līlādīnām kathasu nanu ati sadvishu api kathasu kimapi na priyeta. It's like how we are jaundice patient. Even if he drink that means the sweet, that means the sugar candy juice, then he'll be feeling the so bitter. Same way, the past tense of the Lord, even we hear, so half an hour, okay, enough. So bahut ho gaya bas, bhai, sorry, Venu Gopal, don't eat our brain. So enough. So then people are leaving the meeting. So this is enough actually, because we have no interest actually. We don't have any interest to enjoy this kind of things. So then Prahlad Maharaj is saying, this is the situation like a jaundice patient. Pitta dushta rasana. That means this tongue is diseased by the jaundice. Yajyapi Mahabhagavatasya Prahladasya Mano na pra. That means Prahlad Maharaj is also like us. That means Prahlad Maharaj is saying means, oh, that means Prahlad Maharaj is also like us. Yes, we are also Prahlad Maharaj. Like that. No, don't compare. Huh? Why Prahlad Maharaj is saying that means my mind is so much attached to this so-called material objects, and it is not getting the taste for your sweet past tense to hear and to so and so. That means things, my mind is not getting the taste. Why? So like that he is saying, so he's being a pure devotee who got the darshan of the Lord, and Lord is standing in front of him and he is speaking like this. What it mean actually? What kind of meaning we should take actually? He is also like us. So whatever he's saying, this statement is like our statement. That means his mind is now dwelling in the woman. Anyway, he's a young boy, 5 years old boy. Huh? So what about this actually? Then tell me. So how we should take this statement? Prahlad Maharaj is saying, yes, Prahlad Maharaj, it's actually Prahlad Maharaj. What is this? Dainyata. Ati dainya deva premi lokasyevam muktihi evam uktihi na virudyate. In the premi jagat, that means premi means there's a whole that society is the lovers of the Lord. So in that world, they always feel themselves as, so that means lesser than the blade of grass. That means they always ati dainyata. So that means they express is one of the limb of the Sharanagati. So Karpanyam, that means Dainyata. So this is the Dainyata is one of the thing. That means meekness. I am nothing. Even they are doing such a great devotion, but they think all the time I am worse than anything. So, but we don't do anything, but we feel I am the great devotee. That's a problem. That's a problem actually. So that means an atidainya deva. That means this, premna vichitra vida taranga vatvena. Whoever is having the love for the Lord, there will be a mood swing actually. Their mood always swings like anything. Not like our mood swing. Huh? In the transcendental world, their mood is singing actually. Sometimes they think that, so they are very close to the Lord. And sometimes they think that, oh, I am such a heinous person and the Lord is neglecting me and I did some mistake and I am useless. So like that, their mood vichitra vida. That means you cannot estimate actually. Vichitra means very, very so unexpected. That means very special way actually. Vichitra vida tarangavatvena. That means the swinging of the mood is very, very so abrupt actually. The premise, that is the lovers of the Lord are like that. And don't imitate like that. Do sadhana first. After hearing this, people will be starting imitating actually. Don't do imitate. Huh? So then premna vichitra vida tarangavatvena atidainyade eva premi lokasya evam muktihi virudna virudyate. So that's why that kind of people can speak like this. They can speak like this. They think themselves as lesser than the blade of the grass. So that is their humility actually. So, okay, next. So that means Prahlad Maharaj is saying further. What is saying further? Oh. 40. जिह्वैकतोच्युत विकर्षति मा वितृप्ता शिष्णोऽन्यस्त्वदगुदरं श्रवणं कुतश्चेत् घ्राणोऽन्यतश्च फलदृक्व च कर्म शक्ते बह्वैः सपत्नैः इव गेहपतिं लुनन्ति. So, acha, numbering is different here and there. Okay, no problem. Lord is saying, acha Prahlad, your mind is not getting attraction for my pastimes. Okay, what about your other things? Your senses, your body and your working senses. You engage that. Of course, mind is so weak. But what about the senses? You can engage that now. And by that you can become successful. Then Prahlad Maharaj is saying that, my Lord, my mind is anyway, it's a very bad, wicked. Wicked, I mean. Wicked. Huh? Wicked. It's a wicked. So whatever, so you don't know about our senses. They are also very dangerous. And he's saying about those senses. Jihva kato chuta vikarshati ma vitrupta shishunonyastvadagudaram shavanam kutaschet. This tongue is very much interested in the speaking so much nonsense. Jihva. You are not having any satisfaction. So it's always pulling. That means our tongue is pulled towards the speaking nonsense. Vagindriyam. And also this tongue is a taste. It is also always looking for the material taste. I want to eat this. So when you walking on the road, then you'll be seeing the different items. And you have pocket full of pocket, that means filled with the money. And what did there is this ice cream came, and then after that came, then Golgappa came, and this came, and that came. Then keep on. That means putting inside your tongue is pulled by those things. Aja, come. So like this. So Prahlad Maharaj is saying, not only our mind, my Lord, our tongue is also very dangerous. And if it is getting the chance, then keep on speaking all the nonsense of this whole world. Then avitrupta sati bho achyuta mama karshati gramya katu mityadi prapam prati. That means gramya katu mitya, all the illusory things, that means temporary things. So this tongue is engaged to discuss about all the temporary things, and which are very hard things, and which are just gramya. Gramya means worldly things. This tongue is engaged in discussing all these things. And otherwise, just tasting this sweetness and that. Abhi chatpat lag raha hai. Arey Prabhu. So now, season now it's rain, and we should eat this pakoda. And this is time of this. That means for every season, actually, our tongue is started hankering for the different things. And it will be making you engaging you. Hey, where are you going? Do the class later. First, you engage me in what I think I want. Actually, it will be telling like that. So Prahlad Maharaj is saying about the other senses also. Anyaha. So anyataha tatopyanyatra kaminishu karmani Dhanoparjanado anyatadanado va shaktihi samadhyam lunanti. All other senses are also engaged in the enjoying the woman. If you want to enjoy the woman, how much you have to do? How much energy will be sucked? Day and night you should work like a donkey. Whole day you should work like a donkey. Yes. Even like if you see in the 5th canto, best actually, the best examples of Jadavarta is explaining to the Rahugana actually. If you have to read the chapter number 14, in 5th canto 14, and it is explained so woman will be kicking on the face of the man. So like the donkey, female donkey kicks on the face of the male donkey. This happens actually in every family life, who are not devotees or who are less devotees. You can see this obviously happens. In every family it happens. So he works whole day, and definitely there is, hey, you didn't bring this, I want that, you didn't bring that, and I don't want to talk with you. And she is just not speaking. Then he started just massaging the feet. Then she'll kick on his face. It's obvious. In every family it happens. So this is the thing actually. And he is just whole energy is just earning money. And after that expansion, whatever is coming. So to feed them and to satisfy everyone's senses, he has to give the total energy. So this is the situation actually. This material world is like this. So Prahlad Maharaj is saying actually. So Kamini Shukar Mani Dhanoparjanado. To earn money, you have to go and beg. So till the time when you are bachelor, you are living like a king actually. When you are married, then you will be like a donkey, and you are becoming a donkey, and you are going and begging. So such a people, please use job, and he will be scolding like anything. And your father in your whole life, even one time didn't scold you and didn't say anything, and you live like a king. And when you married, then you will be like a donkey, and you are bearing all the whatever that means. Whatever scoldings your boss will say, will be simply accepting. Yes. Yes, but don't fire me from this job. Please give money, and so that I can feed my wife. Yes, this is the situation actually. Dano Pajanadishu. For earning money, what we will be doing? We'll be doing like anything actually. We are ready to do anything. And whole energy is sucked for that. How I have experience? I learned from the Bhagavatam. I don't have real experience. From Bhagavatam, it is there. Everywhere Prabhupada is writing actually. 99.9% is writing in one purport actually. So no Grihastha is happy. 99.99 it said actually. 99.99. I can show, you can put in a folio 99.99%, then you will get that purport actually. So then who are we and you actually? We are Prabhupada realizations he is having the best realization than us, na? So then he knows. He's a transcendental devotee. Okay. So anyway, Tada Nadova Shakti to kick others also energy is lost. Yes. So like this, Samarjam Lunanti, all these activities suck our energy actually. So Prahlad Maharaj is saying, my Lord, what is remaining then? What we have then to? My mind is already engaged in the so-called material things. My senses are already engaged. Then whole energy is sucked. But you did your side everything. You did your past tense so beautifully and so wonderful those. But we are not competent and we are not ready actually. This is the situation, our situation. He is asking one devotee, Prahlad Maharaj is 5 years old, then how he is having experience. Everything is not experienced. He is also like us and he is having. So from Guru he heard. From the Narada Muni he heard and learned everything. Next. Evam swakarma patitam bhavaitharanyam anyonya janma maranashana bhita bhitam pashyanjanam sapari vigraha Vairamaitram hanteti parachara pibruhi mudamadhya. My Lord, not only me, I am anyway, my situation I already explained. So like this, not only me, all these are all like this only. So in this whole world, everyone is like this, my Lord. Apitu samsarikaah sarva eva janaah klishyanti. Like this, in this whole world, everyone is suffering. He's saying about not only about him and about everyone. This is true, actually. Whatever he's saying, this is true. Yes. So, my Lord, that's why you please save all these souls from the Vaitarani. You know, the Vaitarani is the entry in river. If you want to enter into the Yamaloka, there you will be just taken. There one video was there actually a long time back. There is a very nice video actually will be taken. So crossing the Vaitarani and then after that entering into the Yamaloka, it's a cartoon. Very nicely, wonderfully made. Then how you will be giving the punishment actually. He was enjoying before that liquor, drinking the liquor and enjoying with the woman, and then after that going to the it is there. Yeah. So we'll be sending that link. So if you send now, everyone will be watching. They don't hear, don't send. So this is the Vaitarani actually. Bhava Vaitaranya Manyonya Janma Marana Shayana Bhita Bhitam. There you will be given with a lot of kinds of punishment. Then the lot of hot, so oil will be there, and it is burned more than thousands and thousands degrees centigrade, and you will be put in that, and you will be fried. And even after frying, you will be not dying. You will be having the body, and that body is made up of yatana shariram. That means it's made up of the different materials. You'll be getting the pain. And someone was doing the illicit sex. Then there is a woman is made with the fire. No, not fire, iron actually. Made with the iron and kept in the hot iron actually. It's completely heated. And made him to embrace her. Now you embrace. Then you'll be getting the real satisfaction. So like that. So you'll be given all that means. So krimi bhojanam, that means his body will be eaten by all the insects, and he'll be kept in the different, that means the rivers filled with the pus and the blood, and he'll be just deep in drenched into that. So like this. So Yamapuri is like this, and these are all, my Lord. You did your work. You are so merciful. You to save your devotees, you came and you performed so beautiful pastimes. So everyone should engage their mind in that. Everyone should engage their tongue to discuss those. Everyone should engage their eyes to see those forms. Everyone should engage their ears to hear those beautiful pastimes. And that should be only the whole world business should be that only. Whole world should do this only. Nothing. There is nothing to do any other work. Everything will be coming automatically. I told already every time when I am class saying, if everyone become pure devotees like that, then so every tree will become kalpataru and it will be giving whatever you want. And cows will be giving the milk and it is flowing like a rivers. And earth will be giving the grains, and trees are giving the fruits without putting any fertilizers or pesticides. And without doing the agriculture, then you'll be getting the grains. So this is going to happen actually if everyone become devotee. Even in one village, if everyone become devotee, then there will be no scarcity. This is going to happen. Because the Lord is going to take care of everything. Don't worry about that. But you should be sincere devotee, huh? Not the cheating devotee. If you want to cheat, then he will cheat them better than you actually. He's best cheater actually among the cheaters. So anyway, so whole world should be engaged on, my Lord. So everyone is now completely in the reverse situation. And please make them not to enter into this, not to cross this Vaitarani. Instead of crossing Vaitarani, they should cross the Virija. Virija river they should cross. This should happen, my Lord. Please help me. So he is asking for all of us. The mercy. This is the mood actually, mood of the Prahlad Maharaj. So wonderful actually. He's a small boy. So wonderfully he is praying. Evam bhutahai bhutavaitaranyah parayeva virachite krida iti heto anta krupaya pipruhi. That means you give kripa to all of them. Pipruhi, that means krupaya pipruhi, that means save them, protect them by your mercy. Then what? What next Prahlad Maharaj saying? Konvatrate kila Guru Bhagavan Prayasa. To me, you want me to save all of these people? All of these people means whoever are there in front of them. Hey Prabhu, why they are still doing? They don't have any regulation. See? So Prahlad Maharaj is saying that Prahlad Maharaj asked to give the kripa to all of them. Then Lord is saying, oh Prahlad, I should protect all of them. These many people. These many thousands and thousands of people. How can I do this? I am alone and protecting all of these. How it is possible for me? Then Prahlad Maharaj is saying, oh, how you are alone? You are not alone. Guru Rupa Dharina Ekena api tvaya parardhena api bhavitum samarthena sarvayeva janaha nistharya. That means, of course, ekoham bhausyama. Lord himself is saying, even Lord is one, but he can become parartha. Parartha means the number of years in the Brahmaji's half-life. You count it. So 318 billion something, na? Actually for 100 years. Something like that, something. So half of that. So you are going to take by one person, you are going to take that many millions of the forms. You can expand into that million forms, billions forms. And what? How it is impossible for you? It's not impossible for you. You can do that. You can save them. Please, save them. And also, okay, but also you should not say that you don't have capacity to save them, because you are creating this universe. You are maintaining this universe. You are annihilating this universe. And protecting of these people also from this Bhavasagaram also is your duty only. Please do this. That means he is requesting actually. He is not making it a duty, but he is requesting actually. Requesting the Lord to save all these people. That is the mood of the Vaishnava actually. Vaishnavas, so they will be going for the preaching not to make the population actually. It's not the popularity game. Oh, acha, that means so how many followers I am able to make. So that should not be the mood actually. If you have mood of increasing the number of devotees you want to save, that's good. But first of all, you should save yourself, then after that go for the saving others. That is also very important. So anyway, I should not.
Prabhu, please mute that person.
Someone is making this. Okay. I don't know, some. So Prahlad Maharaj is saying that's why. So you are the creating, you are maintaining, you are destroying. And is it impossible for you to protect all of these people, this population? It's not at all impossible. So you can protect. You have that kind of samarthyam. So like that he's saying. Okay. So these are all ignorant people, my Lord. These are all foolish people. So please protect them. This is the mood of the devotee actually. they always try to, that means paradukka dukki, if someone is lamenting, is in this material world, then they tries to help them. Then Lord is saying, Are Prahlad, Tvam cha tvadiyam cha tarayishyami imam atiduragraham makruta iti chet. So Lord is saying, Are, I will save you and I will save your people, whoever your relatives. All of them I will save. Why you are jidd kar rahe? Why you are doing this kind of stubbornness? Why you are becoming stubborn that everyone should be saved? You leave this. So then Prahlad Maharaj is saying that, see my Lord, I do service to your dear devotees. And also I do I do the service to you. And by this, I will be saved automatically. By this serving your devotees, I will be automatically saved. And also whoever belong to me, those also serving, so devotees, and that means he is serving and they are serving him, then automatically by the devotee service, they will also be saved. So what kind of thing you are saying? Actually, saving me and saving my people is not a big thing. So, but I want you to save this society. Like that he said. Next. Naivo dvije para duratyaya Vaitaranyas Tiryagayana Mahamrutamagna Chitta Shoche Tato Vimukacheta Saindriyartha Maya Sukhaya Paramudvahato Vimudhan. So I don't have any selfishness that you should save me, but I am begging to save all these people. So please save them not to enter into the Vaitaranya. And so Vaitaranya sakashat no jiye tatra hetuhu tvad viryeti kintu vimudan shochami. So indriyartha hetukum yan mayamayam sukham tadartha bharam kutumba bharanadi bhara udvahataha. So these people are just engaged in maintaining their families and their bodies, and they are completely ignorant of you, and I am worried about for them, and please, I am lamenting for them, and please protect them. So next, prayena deva munaya swamukti kama maunam charanti vijena naparartha nishta naitan vihaya krupanan vimumukshayeko nanyam twadasya saranam brahmato nupashye. So then after that, so Lord is saying, okay, I will save you, and tvam tavan muktim grahan, and you take the liberation from me, and it's over, and remaining people will be taken care by the tattvagnaha munayaha, munis will take care of them. They will so give the liberation to them. So why I have to worry about for them? Why I have to worry for them? Like that Lord is asking. I will give the liberation for you, and so the munis means who are the gnanis, that means who are looking for the liberation, and those will be giving the liberation to the others. They will take care of others. Like that, Lord is putting an argument Then further, Prahlad Maharaj is saying that, no. Prayena deva munayaha swavimukti kamaha maunam charanti. These jnanis, that means, so munis are the jnanis, that means whoever practicing the jnana marga, that means they study the Vedas and they do the Ashtanga Yoga and so and so. These jnanis, so my Lord, how you are thinking, they are not going to save the society. They are always busy in their own mukti. So vimukti kamaha. So this is the nature actually. So jnanis, they are not worried about the others' liberation actually. Like bhaktas, because in the bhakta's heart, so there is a bhakti is there. Because of this bhakti, so their heart will be automatically melted and it will be becoming the soft. Whenever they see someone is suffering in this material miseries, so because already their heart became so soft because of the due to bhakti, and immediately by seeing the others' dukkham, that lamentation, the krupa is overflowing from their heart. And they immediately go and try to save them actually. But in the case of the jnanis, so they want to make their heart so hard actually. That means chitta avikarata. That means they don't want to bring any kind of the emotions in the heart. And they want to squeeze all the senses. In the case of the jnanis, they always, that means withdraw the senses from the sense objects, and they always sit in a secluded place. And they will be munayaha, that means maunam, charanti. They don't speak anything to anyone. And also they don't engage their senses. So to see and to walk and to hear and to smell anything. And they always not have any transformation in the heart. Their heart is unemotional. That means is non-reactive. It's not have any reaction. To get the Brahman relation, you should make like that. If any vikara comes, then that will be dragging you down. So that's why Prahlad Maharaj is saying, my Lord, you may say that these jnanis will save, and you will be giving the mukti to me, and these jnanis will be saved by the others, and the jnanis will give the mukti to others. And that is not going to happen. That is not going to happen. So that means only devotees, only the responsibility of devotees only is there actually. Prayena deva munaya so vimukti kama. Prayena means 99%. So 99% these jnanis, they are only interested in their own liberation. Maunam charanti vijane na parartha nishta. They are not looking for the other's benefit. So this is the difference between the jnani and the bhakta. Bhakta is so liberal actually. Neitan vihaya krupanan vimumuksha yeko. So by leaving all this, etan means, so in the Prahlad Maharaj's mind, whoever are there, that means, or otherwise whomever he is seeing and whoever is there in his country. So it's not that they should not think that the Prahlad Maharaj is asking to liberate everyone. That means whole world could have been liberated now. Now there should not be any world. Like that, you could have think. But now here, etan, he is saying, Prahlad Maharaj is saying that etan. Etan means these people. Prahlad Maharaj is saying, these people are the ignorant and foolish people. They are not so interested in the hearing your pastimes and doing bhakti. So that means these people he is saying. These means whoever is directly or indirectly connected to him. And those only, not you and me. Not otherwise, now the society, whoever are there, not those jivatmas. So that's why Prahlad Maharaj is saying, Neitan vihaya krupanan vimumuksha yeko. By leaving all these people, Nanyam tvadasya saranam brahmatonu pashye. So he doesn't want to go alone, and also he is not seeing. So these munis and these are all not the people who are going to give the shelter for these people in this people in this society, who are general people in the society. So why this? Too much actually. I don't know. Of course, actually, they are not following rules. Actually, so sound is overriding it. So those jnanis are not going to give any shelter for these people, and you are only Nanyam todasya saranam brahmato anupashye. Except you, nobody is going to save all this, and you only has to protect them. So like that, he's saying. Next. Yanmaitunadi gruhamedi sukam hi tucham kandu yanena karayoriva dukkha dukkham trupyanti neha krupana bahu dukkha bhaja kanduti manasijam vishaheta dhiraha. Lord is saying one thing. So Prahlad, you are worried about these people. So but these people are, by doing the sex with the woman, Stri Sambhogadibhi, they are all happy. And why you are calling they are all Kripanas? They are not Kripana actually. They are enjoying. They are not derived of any pleasure. They are enjoying. So why we have to worry about for these people? Anyway, they are getting the pleasure in here. So by having the sex with the woman and so and so. Then Prahlad Maharaj is saying that Yanmai tunadi gruhameti sukam hi tucham. This, my Lord, what kind of sukam this is? This is simply gruhamedi sukam tucham. It's very cheap. It's like when you have the kujli. So if you have kujli, I don't know, kujli means some itching. Itching. So when you have itching, and if you scratch, then you will be feeling so nice. So like when you get the tamara, that means some skin disease. So then what will happen? Then if you do the itching, it will be looking so nice. But the point is what? So it may look very nice at the time. Then after that, then blood, it will be bleeding. And it will be giving so much pain. So this material sukam is also like that. So enmai tunadi gruhamedi sukam hi tucham. So Vishnu Ratha Prabhu, na? Yeah. It will affect class. So okay. So then this will be making the more and more so painful. This kind of itching is not really a pleasure. This Maithuna Sukam is only just an itching. And when we do the itching more and more, that is scratching that, then it will be bleeding and giving the more and more pain. Karoti dukkha dukkam trupyanti neha krupanaha. And these miser people, that means who doesn't have real pleasure, they are only so very little pleasure. And they are looking for the pleasure. And these people never get this satisfaction. Trupyanti neha krupana bahu dukkha bhajaha. And getting the more and more pain. So when they go for this kind of pleasure, so it may give a very fraction of, that means sukha, but then they has to pay a lot. Whole day they has to work, and bahudukka bhajaha. And this kind of sukham which is there in this material world, it is bahudukka bhajaha, involved with the more and more pleasures. Kandu tivat manasijam vishaheta dhiraha. So then Lord is saying, we are seeing in this material world, someone is not doing this kind of itching. Kaschit nirvinnaha. They are not doing that. So who are those, Prahlad? Who are those? Why they are not doing this itching activity? That scratching the itching. Why they are not doing? Who are those? Then he is saying, Prahlad is saying, Manasijam vishaheta dhiraha. So that means vishaheta. That means you have to tolerate. So if you have itching, then what you should do? If you scratch it, then it will be paining. And if you tolerate it, it will be healed after some time. So like that. This is the like that actually. Material pleasure is like that. So that's why it has to be Tapodivyam Putraka. Actually, Vrishabhadev also is saying, one has to tolerate this. Whatever the material urges are coming, so Vishaheta, that means one has to tolerate. Tolerating is only the solution, but not the gratifying. In yesterday's class also we have seen, these material desires are like a fire. And in the fire, if you drop, that means this sukha is a lesha. That means the drops of the honey. And when you put the drops of the honey in the fire, then those drops are not going to extinguish the fire. But instead of extinguishing, it will be increasing. It will be increasing further and further. Similarly, in this material world, if you gratifying the urges, it will be keep on increasing actually. And that's why this material development, whatever we see, and material so-called progress and so-called facilities, as many as we increase, still we feel lack. And as many as we started using, we will become so habituated for that, and those will become the need of the life. So now those are all luxury, and tomorrow those are the need. And like this, you will keep on increasing, and your needs are increasing, actually, which are not needs, which are artificial. When we are living in a small hut, which is made up of the mud, and which is having the, that means the roof with the tall trees, leaves, and there is no need of any AC, and there is no need of any fan. We don't have any fan in our village, actually, when I was in the childhood. Now in the concrete buildings we are staying, and because of this, there is so hotness, and you need to have the, everything is a chain effect actually, and you need to have a fan, and then fan is not sufficient because of the raise in the temperature. Then you need now the cooler, and not only cooler actually, even in the summer season in the Vrindavan. So even the devotees and big, that means even kutiyas also, sadhus are keeping the ACs. Kutiya, they say nice building as a kutiya. I thought kutiya means before coming to Vrindavan, they used to say kutiya. I used to hear, and kutiya means I used to think that they small hut actually. But no, no kutiya. Kutiya means is a fast building actually. It's a high class room is known as kutiya actually. And because of this kind of habits, now fan is mandatory now. But at the time there is no mandatory. So that means these needs are keep on increasing, and our whole energy and time is going to fulfill all these only. And you'll be thinking that, so once I will earn the money for till the age of 60, good amount of money I will keep. So then I will settle the children, and I will get the bank balance. Then I will go to Mayapur and get a flat, and then I will do the bhajan. When it will come that day, you have a lot of mortgages. What is the mortgage? Mortgage. There how much? 50 lakhs, 60 lakhs, 70 lakhs also nowadays people are having. And how many years they are taking to repay that? So every month you have to pay 30,000, my friends. So I am not in touch. I don't know. Some 10 years, 5 years, 6 years back, maybe 10 years back. So they used to pay 30,000 per month. Now I think it is increased. Maybe it's a 70,000 or maybe 80,000 per month. They should pay 70 to 80,000 mortgage, and they has to work. They should be humble. They are better than, that means they are humble. So in front of their boss, than they are humble in front of the Lord. This is actually Sharanagati. So they will make us to be dependent on them. So that is the Hiranyakashipu's nature. What Hiranyakashipu wants? He wants that everyone should bow down to him. That the same philosophy is still going on. Same ideology is still going on. And all devatas who generally should work for the Lord, and they are working for the now. So like what that Kimpurushas, what they are saying. So my Lord, these Hiranyakashipu made us so Vishtihi, that means wageless servants. So wageless servants he made us. And we are simply doing whole day service and not giving any wage also. That is. Ultimately, we are kept in such an illusion. At the end of the day, we will be having a small, that means broken flat. broken flat, if you purchase for the 1 crore or 2 crores, and for the repaying that, so you work for the 25 to 30 years and every month paying 50,000 of monthly. That means, so EMI, what is EMI actually? EMI. So EMI you are paying 50,000. End of the day, you'll be having that flat only, and you'll be getting the white hair and everything is gone. And maybe some car you purchased, that maybe some 15 to 20 lakhs you invested in car you purchased. So by that time you're becoming old, and your car and your flat both became old. They're about to finish and fall down actually. You are falling down and they are also falling down. And what is the end of the day you have actually? What do you earn actually? So I'm not asking any one devotee. That's why collective effort is needed. And when we collectively want to declare, that means our independence from all of these people. That is known as, that is a real spirit. We want devotees so declare their independence against this society, this kind of peoples. And independence will not come by one person. Independence will come by the community, by the society, by the group of the people. So because if you declare the independence, then I cannot, like one person, if he declare the independence against the whole society, he needs cloth, he needs food, he needs the house, he needs the, so many things. That means education for children, medicine, this and that. So one person cannot earn actually. One person cannot manage or handle everything for his needs. So that's why when we declare the independence collectively, then that will be the successful actually. That is nothing but the, so Dayavarnashram societies, communities we need. Next. So this is the Kanduvanam. Kanduti vat manasijam, that these dhiras they will be controlled. Mauna vrata sruta tapodhya tapodhyayana swadharma vyakya raho japa samadhaya apavargya prayah param purushate tvijitendiyanam varta bhavantyutana vatra tutudambikanam. So then after that, one may say that these Brahmanas in the society, they do the Mauna and they do the practice studying the Vedas and they are studying the Shastras, they are doing the austerities. So Prahlad, so they will be becoming so automatically liberated. Why we have to liberate them? What is the use? So because they are following the apavargyaha, that means jnana sadhanas. So then Prahlad Maharaj is saying, even they might be doing all these, practicing these sadhanas, mauna vrata shruta tapo dhyayana swadharma vyakya raho japa samadhaya apavargyaha prayah param purushate ajitendriyanam varta bhavanti. So my Lord, these are not going to save them actually. These are not going to save them. Tvam kim vignapayami iti bhavaha antaryamin. So ye maunadayaha dasha apavargyaha apavarga hetavaha prasiddha raha. So vivikti vasaha te tu prayashah ajitendriyanam vishaya bhogarthameva. So Lord is not so achieved even just by studying the scriptures. Even if you study scriptures, until unless if you don't get the blessings of the pure devotee, you cannot enter into the pure devotion. You cannot get the Shraddha, faith on the statements of the Shastra. So Shastra statements are beyond the logic and you cannot so understand by the logic, and those things which are not in the range of the logic. So then how you can believe those? So then you have to believe by the mercy of the law, like by the mercy of the devotees only. And here Prahlad Maharaj is saying, so studying the scriptures and following these kind of different sadhanas, moksha sadhanas, those, my Lord, those are just means for the earning livelihood for the people who are not able to control their senses. He's saying what? He's saying simply those are all means for the earning the livelihood. So in whose case, especially particularly in those cases who are not able to control their senses, that means he is practicing the mauna, he is practicing the Veda Dhyana, he is doing the, some kind of austerities and tapasya, and these are all by seeing that, but he is not control his senses. So by seeing him, what the society will be thinking, oh, he's a great sadhu. So they will be thinking great sadhu, and by seeing all these activities, they will be giving the some so dakshana actually, and so he is getting the his so belly get filled actually. That's all. Just he is getting the vishaya bhogartameva. So these becoming the means for the sustenance. That's all. Similarly, in the case of the devotees also, if you don't have purity of the devotion and the purity of the controlling your senses and so and so, and simply just are acting like that, means wearing the dhoti and kurta and wearing the tilak, and so what it will be? It will be mean to earn the livelihood. That's all. It's a mean to earn the livelihood. Someone will give the dakshana and eat it and live the life. This is the thing. This is the situation actually. So that's why one should be. So here Prahlad Maharaj is saying that for these people who didn't control their senses, for them it is simply so life, it's a livelihood only. But who are not even worse than that, that means who are just dambikas. Dambika means pretenders. So who are pretending actually. And in their case, they are pretending actually. Now, another one case is before that first case is they're not able to control senses and they are following, then that becoming the mean actually. Those practices give the some donation. That's all. Brought the some donation. But the who are dambikas, pretenders, that means they are not sincerely trying also. They are simply pretending then. So then in their case, even that will not become, those means are not becoming so means for the livelihood also. So why? Because these pretenders, na? So at sometimes, so pretenders, and they are dambika means you can say pretender, or otherwise dambika means a proud man actually. Damba, the one who is having the damba. So whoever is having the damba, in their case, those are all those moksha sadhanas are not becoming the lively means for livelihood also, because out of the proud, out of the prideness, so they will be fighting with them. So nobody is going to give anything also. So this is going to happen. Even in their case, even worse than this. So like that, Prahlad Maharaj is saying, Rupe yime sadasatitta vaveda srishte Bijankura viva nachanyada rupa kasya Yukta sukha samakshama ubayatra vichanvate tvam Yogena vahnimiva darushananya pata syat. So he is saying that your devotion, my Lord, without bhakti, no other means are we bring your bhakti. Other means are not going to be useful. Only so tat praptis, that means you will be attained by your bhakti yoga only. By other means, one cannot get you. It's impossible. And so like that, in this sloka it is said, so bhaktya aham ekaya grahyaha. By the bhakti only, Lord will be attained. Then next, the same thing is being explained in the 40th sloka. Tvam vayuragni ravi nirvayadambhu matra pranendriyani hrudayam chidanugrahascha sarvam tvameva saguno vigunascha bhuman nanyatvadasti manovachasa niruptam. Finally, he is saying the same thing, he is concluding. So by the bhakti only you will be attained, not by the any other means. Naite gunana gunino mahadadayo ye sarve manah prabhrutaya sahadeva martya adyantavanta urugaya vidanti hitvam evam vimrushya sudiyo vimaranti shabdat. one can know about the Lord by the bhakti only, not by the, so studying the scriptures, not by the intelligence one can come to know. Even if you study scriptures, so if you want to understand, you need to have the mercy of the devotees. Like example I am giving, Lord is having the birth and Lord is not having the birth. Lord is Ajaha and also he is the Vasudeva Putraha. So how it is possible? Lord is being, that means Ajaha, that means who doesn't have any birth, and also he is having the birth, so as the son of the Vasudeva. So how to understand these two statements which are exactly contrary? And Lord is saying that, so he is there in the every living entity, and also he is not there in the living entities. And he is saying every living entity is in him, and he is also there in the every living entity. How it is possible? Either you should be inside or you should be outside. But how it is possible you are inside and everything is inside you also, or and you are inside of everything? How it is possible? So these kind of statements we get the again and again in the Shastra, and we cannot understand these sentences by the logic. Then how to accept this? Then how one can accept this and progress? So that means get the faith on the Lord. How it can be happening? What is the reason then? So that is only possible by the blessings of his pure devotees. When we get the krupa from the devotees, then only we'll get the belief on those statements. Otherwise, we cannot get any belief and we will be studying and living only. So that's why many rishis and devatas, they studied the scriptures, then they know more than us. That means about the Vedas. But why they are not becoming the pure devotees? Because just by reading the scriptures, no one can become pure devotee. But when you get the mercy of the Lord, and if you, after getting that mercy, then if you study, then you will be getting the, so understanding that. And when you understand, then you will be getting the faith. And when you get the faith, then you will be doing the bhajan. When you do the bhajan, then you will be getting the, by doing that seva, then Lord will be giving the krupa. And when he gives the krupa, then you will be getting the, so prapti of the Bhagavan, Bhagavad prapti. So that's why this is a system. So just by the reading the scriptures, one cannot get the bhakti. So that is the point he's explaining. Tas gnanam tad bhaktasyeva bhavet natu shastradhyayana buddhi kaushaladibhi. So by the studying the shastra, one cannot get this. Yadyeta tvam na vidanti tarhi teireva manobuddhibihi shastradhyayana adhyapanadibihi vicharya jivaha katam nyasyanti vimrishya Sabdhadhyanadi Vyaparad Uparamanti Tatha Cha Sritihi Kimartha Vayam Yakshamaha Iti. So by just reading the scriptures, they will be returning back. They cannot get anything. So then finally, so Lord is concluding here. Prahlad Maharaj is concluding. Tatter Hattama Namastuti Karma Puja. Karma smrutischaranayo shravanam kathayam samsevayatvayi vineti shadangaya kim bhaktim janah paramahamsa gatau labheta. So finally, one should do the bhakti. So by keep on studying the scriptures, you cannot get the Lord. So stutim upasamharati. Finally, he is ending his stuti by this sloka. So what he is saying? One should do this angas of the bhakti. That means Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. So he is mentioning only 6 actually. So, but you can, from that 6, you can consider the remaining also. Remaining any bhakti. That means Sakshat Bhakti you can take. So any Sakshat Bhakti activities you can take. Like Rupa Goswami is explaining 64 limbs. So by practicing all these, only one can get. So really, so the Lord. So that's why Lord Prahlad Maharaj is asking that to give the krupa to all those, and Jnanis cannot give, and these people are not getting any taste. So any taste for the, so engaging their mind and the senses. And how one can get the taste for the hearing the Krishna Katha? That is only possible when one get the mercy of the devotees. And when one get the mercy of the devotees, and then they will be turning towards the Lord. And then they will be developing the ruchi actually. So Bhakti Sandarbha actually Srila Jiva Goswami explains. So Adrichik Rupya, that means Sushusho Shaddadhanasya. So Syan Vasudeva Katha Ruchi. Mahasevaya. That means Punya Tirtha Nishevanat. When these devotees are keep on roaming in these holy places, or otherwise wherever devotees so roaming, that means that is a holy place. When accidentally you go or he comes, then what will happening? So you will be getting his association, and which is independent actually, and that because of that association you will be getting the so krupa from them, and your bhakti life will be beginning, and then by the effulgence and their sweet words, then you'll be getting attracted, because that's the sweetness is there in the bhakti kathas. Then you will be getting the basic ruchi, and you'll be approaching them, and then they will be showing the more and more mercy, and they will be started explaining about the bhakti shastras and about the Lord. Like this you will be keep on, that means increasing the ruchi to hear. So otherwise, so if there is no involvement of the sadhu in our life, there is no chance of the getting the bhakti or otherwise progressing in the bhakti. So that's why by the sadhu and guru krupa only one is able to progress in this ruchi and able to engage mind in the hearing the pastimes of the Lord. So like this, finally, so one can get the, that means please the Lord, get the bhakti by not by the studying the scriptures, but the so serving the Lord. Okay. So like this, prayers are ending. Then Narada Muni is saying, so our little Prahlad Maharaj, till now he explained all this. Then etavad varnita guno bhaktya bhaktena nirgunaha prahladam pranatam prito yat manyur abhashata yad amanyuta amanyuhu abhashata. Lord, so his anger till now, that means so much was there. When Prahlad Maharaj prayed like this, so then Lord heart was, that means now it's a free from the anger. So gunaha karunadaya, actually Lord's anger is also transcendental, it is not out of the modes. So nirgunaha prakrita guna rahitaha yatamanyuhu, that means madbhaktaya prahladaya api drushyati yo durvaraha manyu abut. Why Lord got the anger? Because my servant, my little servant, so is getting the, that means so much pain because of this Hiranyakashipu. And by seeing this, that means pain of his devotee. So Lord's devotee's pain only will be touching the Lord. And because this pain of the devotee is touching the Lord, and immediately, so Lord got the anger actually. That is the reason for the getting the anger. And such a anger, now Manyurabhut Saha Prahladasya Ananta Prahladasya Ananda Darshanadu. So Upashanta Ityarthaha. Now Prahlad prayed with blissful mood actually. By seeing the bliss in the face of the Prahlad Maharaj, now so Lord also got the, that means his anger is went off. His anger is went off. So then now Lord is pacified with the beautiful prayers of the Prahlad Maharaj. Then Lord is saying like this: Prahlada badram badram te pritoham te surottama varam rushni shwabhimatam kama purosmyaham runam. Hey Prahlad, so I am very much pleased by you. O Asurottama, O best among the Asuras. O Prahlad, Varam Vrishnishu Abhimatam. So you ask me boon, what you want? Kama Puro Asmi Aham Runam. Generally, I fulfill the desires of the people. So whoever is approaching me. Now you ask me, what you want? Then what Prahlad Maharaj is asking, what he is replying? That is the, so also is a few more things that Mama Prinata Amushya Darshanam Durlabam hi me Drishtva Mam Na Punarjantur Atmanam Taptumarhati Prinanti Hyatamam Dhira Sarva Bhavena Sadavaha Shreskama Mahabhaga Sarva Samashi Shampatim Evam Pralobhya Manopi Varai Loka Paro Pralobhanai Ekantitvat Bhagavati Naichat Tana Surotamaha. Lord offered so many things actually, my Lord, Prahlad. So Shreyas Kama Mahabhag, whatever you want, you ask me. I will fulfill all this. But even Lord encouraged him to ask boon. Then evam pralopya manopi. Even so, Prahlad is offered with the many boons. Varaihi loka pralobhanaihi. But ekantitvad. Ekantitvad means so anyabhilasha sunyam. That means he doesn't have any other desires than the satisfying the Lord. So ekantitvad bhagavati naichat tan asurottamaha. And he didn't ask anything actually. This best among the asuras, na echat. That means he didn't decide anything bhagavati. This ends the 9th chapter actually. And little bit is there. That means in the 10th chapter, I'm not going to cover much because already 8 o'clock and we have little time. So actually, this is also very interesting chapter, but some extent actually. The conversation is there, Prahlad Maharaj and Nṛsiṁha. But anyway, we don't have much time, and quickly I will be the main points I will be covering from this chapter actually. Okay, that is actually at least 1.5 hour time we need to discuss more. But what can we do? All the time lagging. Okay. Bhakti yogasya tat sarva antarayatmakaha manyamana hrishikesham smayamana uvachaha. So when Lord asked him, you ask me whatever you want, but Prahlad Maharaj is not interested to take anything from this Nṛsiṁha Bhagavan, and he is not interested to ask anything also. Then Prahlad Maharaj started replying like this: Mamam pralobhayet patya saktam kameshu tairvaraihi tatsangabhito nirvinno mumukshu tvamupasritaha Vritya lakshana jignasur bhaktam kameshva chodayat bhavan samsari bhijeshu hridaya grandhishu prabho nanyatha te kilo guru ghatate karunatmanaha yasta ashisha ashaste nasa vritya savaivanik. So he is wonderfully explaining actually. My Lord, I don't want anything actually. Anything from you. Only thing is he already whatever he want, he asked already. What he was asking, I want service at your lotus feet. The same thing he is repeating here also. Vritya lakshana jignasuhu bhaktam kame shvachodayat. So Vritya lakshana jignasuhu bhaktam kame shachodayat bhavan samsara bhijeshu hridaya grandhishu prabho Nanyatha te kila guru ghateta karunatmana. So he's saying, don't engage me. That means don't provoke me for these material desires. And you are the maintainer. You know the relationship between the servant and the master? Servant and the master relationship is such a wonderful relationship. So servant is always, so how to please my master. So this is only the mood actually. And servant mood. And master mood is also what? Servant never think that so if I do this work for my master, then what kind of benefit I will be getting? And he will not measure like that. Now, example, there is a crop is there. That means crop is cut down and it is there in the field. Now the rain is coming. And this servant is there and that's a land is belong to the owner, master actually. Then in that case, this servant nowadays, how the servants are there doing? They will be thinking that, so servants are thinking that, so how to suck the money of the master. They always think if I do this, what I can get. It's not that their mood is not that my always I am submitted to my master, and my master welfare only is my welfare. So, and no other business to me, and I should be always satisfying my master. This should be the mood of the servant. Generally, in the Sudra's qualities, if you see in the 7th canto, so in the same canto, actually, in the last 5 chapters. So the becoming a perfect Sudra is also not an easy thing, actually. So becoming the servant is not an easy thing materially also. One need to be highly elevated. So servant means you should be always thinking for the welfare of the master without any selfishness, selfish motives. This is the position of the servant. But now everything is, so it's a business actually. It's not the relationship, it's a business. So if you ask him to do some extra work, then immediately he will be asking, how much extra money I will be getting? And nowadays in the villages, previously when I was childhood, so for carrying the paddy bags, so they'll be bringing from the field to the house, then to keep inside the house, they generally they don't charge. They were not charging at all. So they are not used to charge anything actually. Now recently that the Kali Prabhava is increased in the last 20 years, it increased so much. That means they are throwing all the paddy bags in front of the house. And if you ask him to keep inside, then they will be asking for one bag, how much you will give? And if they keep inside, then it's so that much money. And if you ask something to do extra, some little help, then you'll be asking how much you will be giving. This kind of mentality, that means, so the servants also exploiting the master. And the masters also exploiting the servants. Actually, masters also should be thinking the welfare of the servant. All the time you should be thinking welfare of the servant. So like example, so he is having a servant and he is giving the roti, kapda, makan. That means he is giving the food and shelter and the clothes. But all of a sudden he got a disease. Now it's master duty to take the responsibility of the curing that disease. Even it may cost 1 lakh or 2 lakh, even this servant is not able to pay that by working in whole life also. But if someone became your servant, then you should take the full responsibility. This is the mood of the master actually. This culture was there few decades before, the few decades also we were seeing in the society. This kind of culture was there. Even my childhood it was there. And it started deviating, but it was there. And if that's a servant's house, there is a marriage is there, then master is bearing everything. It's not thinking that, no, I think he's working for me only this much and I should give this much money only. This kind of measurement is not going on actually. So wholeheartedly master is helping. That means, and also servant is wholeheartedly serving. So then Prahlad Maharaj is asking, my Lord, I want to become your servant. Why I have to ask anything actually? So master is automatically seeing what the servant is needed actually, and he is fulfilling. And my duty is only fulfilling your need. That means my duty is only to serve and to satisfy you. So that's what he's saying. Brutya lakshana jignasuhu bhaktam nanyadate kilo guru ghateta karunatmanaha aste ashish ashaste na saha brutya savai vanik. But if you do the service and if you ask the money from the master, then it is what? It's a business, vanik. You are becoming a businessman. So now everything is business. There is now people are there saying that I am doing the service. You are not doing the service. I am government service. I am working in corporate service. They say service, but it's not service actually. It's a business. You are asking the money, you are asking the benefit. So then it is a business. So that means the culture is degraded actually. The culture is so much degraded. So this is not the thing. So Prahlad Maharaj is saying, why I have to ask? Then if I ask, then I am a what? I am a businessman. I don't want to become businessman. Aham tu akamas tvad bhaktah tvamcha swamya napashrayah. You see, sloka number 6. Aham tu I am your akamaha. That means I don't have any desire. Tvad bhaktaha. I am just your servant, my Lord. And you are my shelter. You are my master. And you are the protector. Already said now, he said, Yogakshemu vahamyaham. So then why you have to ask anything actually? So you are my master, you are my Swami. So Swami, Aishwaryam Ichaniyo Bhrutyaya Dadati Sacha Naiva Swami. Aishwaryam Ichaniyo Bhrutyaya Dadati. That means even the master also, how he is not thinking that, so he is helping, the servant is helping, so increase of my health, and that's why I should give some remuneration to him. So that is not the mood of the master. Master is accepted him as a servant, and he is protecting actually. Master means protector actually. So that's why in the villages, someone join as a servant and the full take care. That means full care will be taken by the master. So master will not be thinking that what kind of benefit I will be getting from this servant. And then only according to that benefit, I will be giving the remuneration. No, this is not the right. You should accept wholeheartedly him as a servant, your servant. And you should take care everything for him. Swami Aishwaryam Ichanyo Bhrutyaya. Then he is also not the Swami. But so if someone is expecting something from the servant and so Aishwaryam, and then he is giving the remuneration. So, but you are not like that Swami. And I am also not like that servant who is a businessman. So that's why I am what? Your unalloyed devotee, and anapashrayaha, shevakadi inam apakristam aishwaryam na ashrayase ityartaha. Anyadha, that means this servant is selflessly serving the master. Whatever he needs, so any number of hours he will be working. And similarly, master is having a loving relationship with him, and any kind of problem of the servant, he will be there. He will be standing first. He will be standing for that. So that is the relationship of the master and servant. And I want to become your servant, and I don't want any boons from you. So then Lord is finally saying that, so naikantino me mai jatvishashisha ashas naikantino me mai jatvihashisha ashase mutracha ye bhavadvidaha atapi manvantara metadatra daityeshwarana manubhungshva bhogan. So anyway, so Prahlad, so you are unalloyed devotees and they don't ask anything like you. Bhavadvidaha, that means unalloyed devotees like you, they don't ask anything. But still, athapi manvantara metadatra daitya ishwaranam, so bhungshva bhogan, being the king for these all daityas, and you enjoy. So Lord himself gave actually, without asking. Katha madiyaha jushmanaha priyaha tvam aveshya mama atmani santamekam sarveshu bhuteshu adyagnamesham yajasva yogena cha karma imhan. So bhogena punyam kushalena papam kalevaram kala javena hitva kirtim vishuddham suraloka geetam vitaya mameshyasi mukta bandha. So everyone will be singing your glories, Prahlad, and you will be glorified. So generations of the generations, and you and me. So what your devotion will be glorified like anything. And finally, you'll be coming to me. So like that, he gave the benediction. And yayetat kirtayet mahyam tvaya geetam indram naraha tvam cha mam cha smaran kale karma bandhanat pramuchyate. Falasruti actually, which is very much important for all of us. Whatever the prayers did by the Prahlad Maharaj, Lord Nṛsiṁha is saying, whatever prayers said by the Prahlad Maharaj, whatever prayers are done by the Prahlad Maharaj, if anyone is chanting these prayers and so for pleasing the Nṛsiṁha Bhagavan, so then those will be at the end of their life, they will be able to remember the Krishna and they will be released from this karma bandhanam. They will be going back to the Godhead. This is a declaration done by the, so whoever continuously heard all over these prayers, they all guarantee actually 100% there is a guarantee is there. So going back to the Godhead, there is no doubt in that. So you are all getting the benefit of that. Okay. Prahlad Maharaj is saying, Varam varaya yate tat, Varam varaya etatte, Varadeshan Maheshwara, Yadanvita pita me tvam, Avidvan teja Ishwaram, Viddhamarshaya sakshat, Sarvaloka gurum prabhum. But so actually my father, so one request he's having, my father is so demon and he's a fool. And he's saying, Pita me tvam avidvan. That means he's not learned person. That means in the Bhakti Shastras. And he's thinking that you are the killer of his brother. And he got the unnecessary enmity towards you. And you are the Sarvaloka Guru. You are the master of the entire universe. And he is not knowing this. And simply he maintained enmity. And he's a sinful man. So Tasmat Pita me puyeta. Durantad dustarad hagat. So my Lord, so you please purify him. You please purify him, because Prahlad Maharaj is praying for everyone. So why can't he pray for his father? So he's asking for his father also. So my Lord, so please purify my father from his sins. He did unlimited sins by blaspheming you. So then, oh Kripana Vatsala, that means, oh merciful Lord, please do this. Then Lord is saying, Trisaptabhi pita puta pitrubhi sahtena Yat sadosya gruhe jato bhavan me kulapavana. Eh Prahlad, not only your father, your 21 generations, 3 sapta means 21 generations are purified. Go. So don't worry. That means 21 generations top and down. So both are purified and everyone is purified and everyone is going back to the Godhead. Only 3 actually, yeah, of course. In the past life, if they have any generations, those. Okay, like that, Lord gave the benedictions. So, Pityam cha sthanam atishta yathoktam brahma vadibhi maya vesha manastata kuru karmani tatmatpara. Finally, he is saying, so Prahlad, you sit in this Singhasan. Till now he is sitting. He is saying that you sit in this Singhasan where the now Lord is just sitting. So sit here and you always keep me in your mind and do this Loka Palana. That means you do this doing, that means king, become a king and enjoy this. So like that he told. Then Narada Muni so is explaining everything to the Yudhishthira Maharaj. So by this is over, discussion between the Prahlad Maharaj and Nṛsiṁha. Then Brahmaji just side, he is there, and that means now Lord is pacified and angry mood is not there. So now Brahmaji came close and he started worshipping with the Santi, that means different auspicious mantras. So like he said in this sloka, Deva Deva Adhyakila, Deva Deva Kiladhyaksha Bhuta Bhavana Purvaja Adishchate Nihitah Papo, like this. So stuti he's doing once again, Brahmaji. So did the stuti and did the worship of the Lord. So now he did the worship of the Lord. So then, so like this, so worshipping of the Lord is over. And one instruction he gave to the Brahmaji, hey Brahmaji, Maivam varo suranam te, Maivam varo suranam te, Pradeya Padma Sambhava, Vara Krura Nisarganam, Ahinam Amrutam Yatha. So, hey Brahma, what you did? You should be careful next time if you are going to give a boon to a Asura. He is giving warning actually. Lord Nṛsiṁha is giving a warning. So you should be careful. What kind of, because giving a milk to a snake, serpent, is going to produce the poison only. It is not going to produce the amrutam actually. So similarly, whenever you are going to give the boons to the asuras, you should not give so boon like this and I should not come back again in this creation. It should happen once again in the next Satyaga only. In between, you should not do anything. So like this, so he gave the warning to the Brahmaji. Then finally, Ityuktva Bhagavan Rajans Tatraiva Antardhade. There itself, he disappeared. Lord disappeared. Adrisha Sarva Bhutanam Pujitha Parameshna. The Lord disappeared. So then after that, all these, so Brahmaji and others, they all made the Prahlad Maharaj Pattabhishektam. That means made him to sit in his royal throne. That means they did the Abhisheka. And they enthroned, enthroned. So they made him to sit on the throne. So Prahlad Maharaj, and they did that worship, not ceremony actually. So Abhishek ceremony, Raja Abhishek ceremony actually. Murdhanya Abhishek ceremony actually say. Over like this. Many things are there, but I didn't. In the last part, I should do. I don't have time. Okay, thank you very much. Time is also over. Any questions or comments? You are all definitely going back to the Godhead. Whoever heard the Prahlad Maharaj prayers, for them there is a guarantee. What benefit I will be getting? You will be thinking, na? So this is the benefit you are going to get. Sadaya Mataji, yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dhanvat Pranam.
Pranam.
Prabhuji, when did this happen? The conversation between Lord Nṛsiṁha and Prahlad Maharaj, when he says that I don't get the taste of listening to your this thing, Kirtana, whatever you said, though he was such an exalted devotee, fully surrendered, not like us. So when did this conversation between both of them happen? After Lord killed Hiranyakashipu? After that, Prabhuji? Because he emerged from the pillar and immediately, I think so, Lord killed his father, Prahlad Maharaj's father, Hiranyakashipu. So when did this conversation between both of them happens? Like you told us, the prayers.
Mataji's question is, these prayers, that means when it happened, that means conversation. Huh?
Yes,
I'm asking.
Prabhuji.
Conversation
Yes,
between Nṛsiṁha Bhagavan and the
Prahlad Maharaj. Yes, Prabhuji.
So when it happened, who is going to answer this? Raise the hand. I want to hear from the other students actually. Archana Bhakti Mataji, tell me.
Yes, Prabhuji. So after Nrsimhadev killed Hiranyakashipu, then he killed the other soldiers of Hiranyakashipu also. Then he was still angry. He went and sat on the throne of Hiranyakashipu. And at that time, Lord Brahma and all the other demigods, they started offering prayers. They couldn't come too close to Nrsimhadev, but from a little distance, they started offering prayers. And still the Lord was very angry. Then they sent Lakshmi Devi. Brahmaji asked Lakshmi Devi. She also came, but she was also scared. And at that time, Prahlad Maharaj, Brahmaji asked Prahlad Maharaj that, Nrsimhadev came for you because he's angry at your father. So you should go and offer prayers. You should pacify the Lord. Then Prahlad Maharaj went and he, did Dandavat Pranam in front of Nrsimhadev. And then Nrsimhadev felt very, he felt great affection for Prahlad Maharaj. He made him stand up and put his hand on the head of Prahlad Maharaj. And then Prahlad Maharaj also, keeping Nrsimhadev in his heart, he was experiencing ecstasy, romanch, and his eyes, tears were coming, and then he started offering prayers. That's how it started.
But Mataji's question is, so Prahlad Maharaj and Nṛsiṁha Bhagavan is speaking. In the prayers they are speaking. When it is happened. Her question is this actually.
When means I didn't understand. What do you mean by when?
Mataji, Sadaya Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji, now it's clear to me in one of this thing you mentioned. Yes, I remember now. That Lord was furious and everybody were all like Brahmaji and Lakshmi Mata all were scared by his this thing, Rupa also, and he was very angry. So they were scared and like it's clear to me now, Prabhuji.
Actually, in the prayers, it's maybe you might be having the confusion some other devotees. The prayers are just spoken by the Prahlad Maharaj only, but in the explanation, we are seeing the Purvapakshi as the Nṛsiṁha Bhagavan. So we are seeing like he's asking the question and he's replying. We studied these prayers like a conversation between the two. That means Nṛsiṁha Deva and Prahlad Maharaj. But actually, so Prahlad Maharaj himself is keep on reciting all these slokas, one after one. But when he is reciting, so Nṛsiṁha Bhagavan can be getting this kind of thing in the mind, and maybe it is not expressed, but Prahlad Maharaj, so Lord may think like that and he is answering. But while Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is describing these slokas, he will be showing that contrast, that means clearly. So this is the side of the Nṛsiṁha Bhagavan, he can think like this. He made that say as opponent. And then reply, the sloka is. Okay, this system, all of you know, actually. Is a way of studying these prayers.
Otherwise,
And
Prabhuji, there is mutual understanding between exalted devotees and Lord himself. There is this thing because Lord appears because of the faith and surrender, the degree of surrender and the degree of faith that a devotee has. Lord appears accordingly.
what I said, you understood or no?
I understood completely, Prabhuji, what Mataji said. I remember it now. In between, you mentioned, I think so it was in the beginning, or because once I missed to write the notes, but I'll go through the ones which you have shared with us in the group, Prabhuji.
You didn't
I will
come
read,
for.
I will
You didn't
read
come.
that again.
You didn't come for the classes. Few classes missed.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yesterday,
Yes.
yesterday's class I missed because I had my astrology class. Sorry, Prabhuji.
Yeah. We also missed another day also something. So
No,
2 days
Prabhuji, rest I attended.
because it's said in the class only. No problem. And this system I explained that everyone should understand. Okay, thank you very much. So any others have any comments?
Prabhuji,
Questions?
I had one point that I wanted to say. This is in the first or second class or maybe third class. When Prahlad Maharaj is offering prayers, I think this is in text 3 or something in the beginning. So there he says that, no, when Nṛsiṁha touches the head of Prahlad Maharaj, all his material desires are removed and or any material contamination is removed. There when you explain...
Ashubham means what I explained. So you remember this Ashubham word is there. The word is...
Yeah, you said that because of any contamination by taking birth in Daitya family, all that contamination is removed by the touch of the Lord.
I said, what I said? Satatkaras sparsha duta kila shubha. Tatkaras sparsha duta kila shubha. So by touching, that means of the hand of the Lord, by that what? Duta akila ashubha. That means all the ashubha is clean. Like that, Sukadeva Goswami, that means Narada Muni is describing, that means Sukadeva Goswami is telling. So what kind of ashubha is cleaned here? Already the pure devotee, and what kind of ashubha is that? So then Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, what he said? So taking birth, that means as a member of the Asura family because of Prarabdha. So now he is not eligible. So anyone who is taking birth in the Asura family, Asura Jati, so then he is not eligible. This is their niyama actually. And this kind of, that means Asuddha, that means he is not clean. That means generally if you see Archa Vigraha, who can do the Archa Vigraha Seva? Anyone who is not having the open, that means Diksha. Without having the Diksha, you cannot go and worship the deities. Yes or no? This is a rule. So for the rules are there in the worshipping of the Lord, or touching the Lord. So being Asura, member of the Asura family, he cannot touch. But Lord himself touched him. Now that is gone.
That's what I'm saying, that you explained like that. But I heard two other explanations. So I thought I'll just bring that up.
Yeah.
So first of all, in the purport, Srila Prabhupada says he explained it totally in the sense that because of devotional service, he's purified. By rendering devotional service, whatever contamination he may have by birth, all that contamination is purified. Like that he explained. He didn't, Srila Prabhupada doesn't say specifically about the Lord's touch. And then also I heard from His Holiness Radha Govind Maharaj's lecture. So there Maharaj said that here when we talk about the touch of the Lord on Prahlad Maharaj's head, here actually there, just like you said before this also, you gave one example, I forget the word, where you said it doesn't mean, it actually there was no contamination in Prahlad Maharaj, but simply to show the glory of the Lord's touch, how great is the Lord's touch. Therefore here it is said his contamination, but actually Prahlad Maharaj had no contamination, like that Maharaj had explained. So because when I was reading this, my daughter was also asking me, if you do devotional service already, how he can have any contamination, right? Even Mother Devahuti tells, right, that even if somebody is a swapacha, by chanting the holy names of the Lord, now he is fit to perform yagyas and all that like a brahmana. So that was the question, Prabhuji. So this is how Maharaj had explained and Prabhupada also said.
So see Mataji, actually the point is, like you see, you are chanting the holy name. Can you do the deity worship? Whoever is doing the chanting, will allow them in the temple in the deity worship, the Pancharatar Vidhi? No, na. So they are chanting, they are devotees. But the system is there. Why Vishwanath is saying like this? It's a point is there actually. He's saying that he's a pure devotee, but according to the so-called systems, that means Pancharatar systems. So what is that? So one who is having the Diksha actually, the second initiation, Mantra Diksha. So whenever he is having, then he is eligible. Like the Loha will become this like gold. Loha will become the gold. So when it is, so when some particular rasayana is given, of course is a pure, Prahlad Maharaj is pure, nobody is denying, whatever Prabhupada said, right. But the system is there. So it's not that now I am doing in our society also, I am doing for last 20 years, 30 years, the holy name, that means just japa I am doing and others. So will I allow without having the Brahman Diksha, second initiation, Mantra Diksha? No, na. This system actually. So according to that, he is saying.
Okay.
So in the pure devotees case, they have any impurity, that's why they are. So now there is a needed that. Bhakti Sandarbha actually Jiva Goswami says the same point he raises. So as we are devotees, we can chant the holy name and we are purified. And why we have to take up this kind of diksha and doing the worship of the deities? Then he will be explaining for that. So this is the system given by the acharyas, especially that means in the case of the grihasthas, and the worship of the deities is very much important. and not to bring the kadharyata in the laziness in the people. And that's why the Narada Pancharatra, that means the system is developed by the Acharya. And that is for the general people. Even pure devotees also follow that. Why they follow? If they break, then they will bring the disturbance in the society.
Yeah,
I am
so
already, I am purified, and why I have to follow? I don't need. So you cannot say na. So that's why it is said like that.
but here in case of Prahlad Maharaj, he is, what kind of example he's setting here when Nṛsiṁha is touching him? What kind of example
He is
setting?
not setting any example. It is said actually by the Acharya.
Hmm.
It's said, it's a sloka, his third person is saying.
Hmm.
Who is Narada Muni is saying? Who is the Pancharatra system designer?
That means even though Prahlad Maharaj is not qualified to touch the Lord, but still
According to
the
the-
Lord himself, yeah,
Yes.
according to Pancharatra system, you said.
Yes.
Prahlad Maharaj is not qualified to touch according to Pancharatra system, but
Yes.
still the Lord himself is touching. Okay.
He touching, and then yes, you are uneligible. No, that kind of uneligibility is not there. I am giving.
Hmm. What
That is
about
his mercy.
what about Mother Devahuti's statement then
What is that statement?
about anyone who chants the name of the Lord? He is now, even though he's a Chandala, he's fit to do yagyas by the
Yes.
power of that chanting.
Yes, that's why whenever we are given with the mantra diksha we are given. So that mantra is the Vaishnava mantra. And by the capacity of that mantra only, even the Chandala is also becoming the qualified.
Then
process
Prahlad Maharaj is also chanting, no, Prabhuji?
Prahlad Maharaj is also chanting. The point is, so that means being Asura, so he has to be given with the system of the Pancharatra, na? For worshipping and so and so. That's the thing I am saying. And Devahuti Mata is saying, in the Pancharatra system, we given with the mantra. What mantra? That Vaishnava mantra is given. Vishnu mantra is given. That she is saying. So Pancharatra system is Narada Muni is not designing any something else. So whoever is chanting this holy name, like in the mantra diksha, we are given with the Gayatri mantra. So so it's nothing but the Lord's glorification only. And that mantra is purifying. That point only she is saying.
Okay, okay. I was thinking chanting Hare Krishna mantra.
System is different. Narada Muni is not saying that Hare Krishna mantra is chanted, then you can start worshipping the deities. Did he say?
No.
Bija mantra is said. That's the point I am saying.
Thank you. Yeah.
Deenadaya Mataji.
Hare Krishna, can I add something?
Yes.
Yes. Prabhuji, similar in case of Dhruva Maharaj, Lord only touched his head with the Shanka, and all auspiciousness was bestowed, although he was purified by in association with Narada.
Yes.
Thank you.
Any other? So, Deenadaya Mataji, you have anything?
Yes, Pranam Prabhuji. Prabhuji, do we have any prayers where Lord is giving a benediction to devotees that after reciting or hearing these prayers, devotee will get pure devotion in this lifetime only?
Acha. I don't remember actually. Every pure devotee's prayers are going to give pure devotion. If you believe in those prayers, like Kunti Maharani's prayers are there from the beginning we have actually. And also Bhishma Dev's prayers are there. Wonderful actually. They are all pure devotees. And if you have faith on any one prayer is enough. You will be also pure devotee. Because in their prayers, this pure devotional is there. Nothing actually. Nothing else. Like now Prahlad Maharaj, Lord asked him to take the boon. What he said? I kantina. That means, so I am the servant. Why I have to ask? That means he is unalloyed. That means he is not asking anything actually. Anyabhilasha sunyam. He projected, he represented that. And I don't want anything, he said. And also he's not at all going to take the shelter of any other means. Jnana karma dhanavritam. And he's asking all the time only one thing. I want to be your servant at your lotus feet. So that means direct devotional service to his feet.
Yes.
So the whole summary of the total prayers are the consciousness of the person who is offering the prayers. You have to see the devotee.
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji. Clear. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Kalpana Mataji. You have time?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, this is to answer the question, because it is written here, he is thoroughly cleansed, it is written. So he is already very clean, but here he becomes thoroughly cleansed, it is written by the touch of the Lord. So,
if you say like that thoroughly, there is another problem will come. We'll catch you. 100 people will catch you then. That means Prahlad Maharaj is not fully clean, and then so.
And then also he says in the translation, he is completely, he can capture the Lord, lotus feet of the Lord within his heart, completely capture. So maybe that is a small tinge of which is completely finished after the touch of the
What is
Lord.
that small? Tell me.
I don't know, but that's what I'm reading in the translation, Prabhu. That is thoroughly cleansed because of his birth in the demoniac family. That's what Prabhupada says, that he was born in a demoniac family, and although virtually demoniac blood flowed within his body, he was cleansed of all material bodily contamination because of his exalted position as a devotee. So I think the Lord's touch cleansed him completely. So, but if you say what he has, I don't know.
And it is there already. Being Asura, so whatever that means uneligibility is there, Ashubham, uneligibility. So that is cleansed.
I wanted to ask you a question, but this is out of the context, Prabhu. I have seen a movie, South Indian movie called Raghavendra.
When you saw, you tell me first.
A long time ago.
Okay, then fine.
Prahalada is the reincarnation. Raghavendra Swami is the reincarnation of Prabhupada. So this has got nothing to do with the Raghavendra Swami. I think is
Madhvas. Raghavendra Swami is the avatar of the avatar of the Prahlad Maharaj. So they have proofs, and we cannot reject also, because yes, there's an authentic sampradaya and authentic acharyas are saying Raghavendra Swami is the avatar of the Prahlad Maharaj. So he's the one of the acharya among the Madhva Sampradaya. So that's true.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Achyuta Priya Arundhati Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam. Actually, I joined from the third session, Prabhu, and the third session itself gave me so much relishing nectar. Then I felt I missed that first two sessions, which I have to listen. But from third session onwards till today, I was listening. Yes, from that very the first day, that is on third session, I've been having this question on my mind. Like you had on that day, you had said, Prabhu, that the reflection of the bhakti, the devotee's bhakti reflects on the face. Means we should, that the example of which you had given about the mirror reflection. Yes. On that, like many times I try to focus on the Lord and try to pray intensely to give me bhakti. But when I'm practicing that, I always get that feeling that no one should see me. And if even by glance, if I know that someone is near me, I get disturbed. Oh, then I stop. I thought that, and I feel, oh, my time with the Lord is gone. Like that I'm feeling. So what should I do in that case? As I don't want anyone to glance upon me, like when I'm with the Lord, when I'm talking intensely, like even at home when I'm praying or when I'm going down for a long time, and when I'm in the temple. No, I don't want anyone to look at me. I'm feeling that. If anyone glances at me also, I feel I don't want to be like a show off, like I don't want to be like look innocent in front of others. I don't want that. So how should I, many times it happens. What should I do in that case?
Yeah. So devotees, they should not definitely show off their internal realizations. Like example, internal realizations, like example, whatever the realizations they get because of the closeness to the law, we get the lot of different realizations. Those, it's your property actually. It's a secret property. You should be keeping that property very secretly. Oh, today, Lord gave this realization to me. Oh, today, we should not expose our devotion to others.
Yes,
It's
if I
like
don't want to expose, I don't want to. No, I'm not
Mm.
doing for the show off also. I'm just intensely
wait.
praying.
You are taking negatively. You have another problem
No,
actually.
no,
Wait. Please,
no,
first
not like that.
let me complete. So what I want to say, please complete, let me complete, then you can continue. So we should not expose our internal realizations to anyone. Whatever you are doing, that's correct only I'm saying. You are taking another way actually. Okay. So first of all, what I am saying, you should understand. So the point is, anyone should not, so like in the other religions, they will keep on. So, today I do my prayers to the Lord, then my buffalo gave 2 liters of milk extra. And another mother is saying that I also did pray, and my field actually, we got this year 4 bags of extra rice. And another mother is saying that all this in the villages we see, they will become one small group. The good culture they have is they come together and they do the prayers to the Lord. That's very wonderful actually. They express their dinata. That means we are very meek, we are nothing in front of you, Lord, and you should be save us. That's very good actually. So that kind of prayers is one of the limb of the bhakti, which is explained by the Srila Rupa Goswami in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So definitely prayer should be done. And that prayers which are involving with the realizations. So especially that means what kind of relations you got, that you should not share. That means you give that kind of help to me, my Lord, and Lord gave this kind of help. Then it will be becoming that means dilution actually. Dilution of the preaching also. So those relations should be kept inside. So that's why we should not definitely share our internal realizations to anyone, but only for confidential people who are similar to your bhakti taste and who are also very much close to you. So that means whoever is that like that, and with that confidential people, and with that at least who are relishing in a positive spirit, and that confidential group can share actually there you can, or the group or the individual, you can share with them or the group, not with the cheaply to anyone else. So that is the one point I'm saying. And second thing is, while doing your point, I'm coming to your point exactly. So you are saying that whenever you are doing some kind of the prayers or otherwise any chanting or anything, nobody should not see. So if it is a normal, that means is a general practice of the devotion. For that you should not hesitate actually. So you should be boldly doing the sadhana. And that is not a wrong thing. So But your internal realizations, you should not expose to anyone. And that is, in that part, you should keep secret. But otherwise, it is just a normal practice, chanting and also doing that means worshipping. It's a group, family members, they can see it's not a problem at all. So, and this is not a wrong thing actually. And you should not hesitate for that. If someone see, then what will happen? No. And in the temple you came and you don't want to pay obeisances, someone is seeing, is it like that? Then it's not good. That's not the right spirit actually. Or otherwise,
not obeisances, Prabhu. Like when I'm taking longer time in praying intensely within only such times. So
yeah, you might
such
be,
times
maybe you are, yes, when you are, that means getting some tears, and those you should not expose to others. Oh, this is so strong devotee and he's getting the tears and everyone should see, and those tears and think that he's a great devotee. So yes, that kind of things you should keep secret. That's good. But you should know what should be seen and what should not be seen, and act accordingly. Don't be sentimental for everything, huh? That should not be good actually. And you should be acting the way the acharyas they said. Like Nagar Sankirtan is said, oh, actually everyone is seeing, I cannot go for the Nagar Sankirtan. No. So Srila Prabhupada said to do the Nagar Sankirtan. You can go. And if you don't have permission, then that's another thing actually. When you're in your family and you are going, so that is another thing. Then you have to solve that in another way. But just hesitating, oh, someone will see I'm doing devotion and nobody should not see. And that's why I should not chant also. And if then nobody is there, then only I will chant. And since in the house now the relatives are there for the 10 days and everyone is everywhere, so I should not chant. And then leaving the chanting itself. This is wrong. Okay, you're understanding?
Yes, but I still didn't get the answer why.
Okay, you send the voice message later, no problem.
Okay.
Any other comments or questions? Thank you very much. Already we took a lot of time. Nama. Can you unmute?
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Pranam.
Prabhuji, in similar to this context, if sometimes we chant or do worship, do the archana, the daily Vigraha service at the altar, sometimes emotions come up and tears flows, something like this, feelings comes out. Is this good or it is just abhas?
Ratyavas. I cannot say. If I say, then I'll be offending you. Who knows what kind of level of devotee you are? So I don't know you, Prabhu. So that's why I cannot comment on you. So if what is Ratyabhas? Are they Chaya? That means Ratyabhasa are they Rati Chaya? So this is the things too are they explained by the Srila Rupa Goswami in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So if one who is getting that kind of symptoms are there, then it is Abhasa, Chaya, shadow. So, but if you develop really a genuine, that means devotion. What is genuine devotion? How to know? So one can easily come to know by the associating with the expert devotee, you can easily understand. If you explain your situation, then he will justify. But you are giving only one information. I'm not expert, first of all. And another thing is, you just ask only directly if the tears are getting. If the tears are based upon, that means Pulaka, in the nectar of, Bhakti Rasam, Madhuri Kadambini, these symptoms are explained. When that means the tears will come actually. So tears and because of the separation, the heart will be very much burning. So because of the separation with the Lord. So bhava is a little burning, like the sun rays are hitting. So then what kind of heatness is there? That is. But when you are just with the sun, then the heatness will be there in the stage of the prema. So that's why, because of that separation, one will be getting the tears. In the asakti also it begins actually. So if one reaches to that stage and he's getting those symptoms, then that is proper. But we are not in that stage and we are getting, then it's abhasa. Maybe because of the association of the pure devotees, and sometimes we are in their association, and their rati or their bhava is just reflecting on your heart, and you also start feeling like that. So then this is the rati abhasa actually. Being in association, in the strong association of the strong devotee, so we may get this sometimes some strong feeling actually of, so I'm very much close to the Lord and I am very much so feeling separation from the Lord, and so then we get the tears. This is abhasa, and this is not, it's not a wrong thing actually. We are not saying it's a wrong actually, but when we do offenses, then it will go away actually, because it's not original. Some little offenses, then it will go away. Because that is not constantly not staying means that's not the original one. That means original one means constantly will be getting regularly.
Yes.
We get all ratyavas mostly. Some strong teachings of the Prabhupada or the Acharyas we remember, and for the maybe some 1-2 moments we get some tears, and after that it will be dried, and once again, oh beautiful woman, wow. So then it's gone, mind is gone there, and everything forgot. No ratyabhasa, no crying. Then this is simply abhasa actually.
Yes, thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Tilak Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dindavat Pranam.
What's your Mataji?
Hare Krishna. My question is, this pastime of Nṛsiṁha and Prahlād Maharaj, when and where did it happen? Like, we know that it was in Satyug, but was it in our this cycle of Satyug or in other Satyug? And where did it happen? Did it happen on planet Earth, or did it happen in other place?
It happened in my village.
Okay.
You want to come our village, you can see. It happens in every Satyuga. And it happens in different... every Satyuga it happens. And also in many places. In my just 8 kilometers away actually. That's in Mangalagiri. There also Lord Nṛsiṁha is there. Just side to my village. From my village, from my top of my house, then you can see directly temple. Okay. I like this. Yeah, many places are there where he appeared in South India.
Prabhuji, that means sorry.
Yes.
That means in different kalpas in each of these places, the Lord, or in different Satyugas, he appeared in different places.
Different Satyugas, he is appearing in different places.
Yeah.
Okay, Ravindra.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Prabhuji, see, Nṛsiṁha has given the Prahlād Maharaj for his 21 generations are freed. But we heard that he has again came as a Ravana in the next life, and again, this thing. How do we understand, Prabhu, this?
That's Līlā, no? That's not a... So Lord himself said. So 4 times he will be coming, and it happens. Jai Vijaya story always happens. They are all assisting in the Lord's Līlā.
But what about this 21 Janmas, the lives, they got a liberation, right?
Generations. 21, that means grandfather, grandfather's father, father, like.
Sure, okay. Okay, bro. Thank you.
Archana Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. There's also a temple near Simhachalam.
That is also. Yes, that is also near.
But that one, I've heard that the deity is both Varaha and Nṛsiṁha in one deity. Is it true?
I don't know. I didn't go there.
Okay. Thank you.
Anything? Okay, thank you very much. So
Hare
happy.
Krishna Prabhu.
Who is that?
Me.
थोड़ा सा हाथ उठाइए तो हम लोग
Hare
देखेंगे.
Krishna Prabhu.
श्यामला, डेनमार्क.
Yeah. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Mayapur nearby Nṛsiṁha temple is there. I know the story. Then I heard that Nṛsiṁha Bhagavan washed the hands in the river near the Mayapur. I visited Nṛsiṁha.
Yes, yes, yes.
May I know detail, Prabhu, a little bit.
I don't know much. Maybe
I
someone.
know only little bit. Nṛsiṁha Bhagavan washed the hands. That's it. I know, but I want a little bit.
Archana Bhakti Mata ji will explain to you.
Explanation, not explanation, but the place is Nṛsiṁha. It is on
Yes.
the way to Ambika Kalna. And
Yes.
there the Nṛsiṁhadev deity is self-manifest deity. So you'll find a lake in front of the temple. So it is said after killing Hiranyakashipu, Nṛsiṁhadev Bhagavan washed his hands in that lake. That's all. That's
Yes,
all.
thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Mataji.
Okay, all the best and happy Nrsimha Chaturdasi for all of you. So Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyeva Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. So Ananta Koti Vaishnava Bhakta ki Jai. Bhakti Vigna Vinashaka Nrsimhadev Bhagavan ki Jai. Bhakta Pravar Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Nitai Gaur Premanand.
Hari Hari Bo.